did it. Oh my goodness, I did it. I did it. Oh my goodness, I did it. Well, I'm here. Apple Blonde, yay! Woohoo! I see you, I see you, yay! It's been a long time, girl. Hello, who else is that? Ah, I have people, Lori and Jennifer Ashfield. Yes, I love that you're doing a late night live. You know what that means. What do you think? Put down in the chats what do you think it's gonna be. Hello, Ree. Hello, Ree. I'm already chaotic, dropping everything. Tell me, did my thumbnail show up or was it just a picture of me? And can y'all hear me? I need to know all the things. I need to know all the things. Yay! My peeps are here. Uh-oh, Chica hears me. She's coming, getting out of bed. My peeps are here. Yay! I got back not too long ago. Okay, can you hear me? I got a notification. Yay! And Jennifer, did the notification have a picture, like an actual thumbnail of me, on my scooter and everything, or was it just my face? Because I didn't know what I was doing. Yes, I hear you, and your cruise thumbnail shows. Yes, because I couldn't see it for myself. Awesome, awesome. Thanks for those thumbs up. Y'all already doing it. 4 thumbs up. I got 8 people watching. Unboxing. I got a notification too. Apple Blonde. I got an ad or something. Thank you. Oh, an ad right now. Yeah, the live's monetized. Show Jennifer. Okay. Oh, it was too small. You're on your cell phone or something. Yeah, okay. Or it was teeny tiny. Yeah. I have no idea what I'm doing, y'all. It has been so long since I've been live that so much has changed. So happy birthday. Thank you, Monica. Today's my birthday. I am 57. It took me a whole year to remember I was 56. Now it's going to take me, by the time I remember I'm 57, I'll be 58. Thank you, Kim. Kim, hey. I have not seen anything on YouTube. I don't know who's live right now. I am sorry if I'm stepping on anybody's toes. But, you know, it's my birthday and I'll cry if I want to. Hi, Lucky. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you, Apple Blonde. Thank you. So, I am so behind. I spent a couple of days in bed because I wasn't feeling good. I hit my wall, y'all. So I know some of y'all have been asking for vlogs regarding the cruise and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know if I can. So I thought I would share a few things that I got on my cruise, and we can talk about the cruise, and y'all can ask me questions, and then I don't have to edit because it's my birthday and I don't want to edit. I don't want to edit. Hello, Sarah B. Hello, Revamp and Radiate. Woohoo. So we have La Vida with Kim in the house. We have Revamp and Radiate in the house. Y'all follow each other. Jazz B, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for the birthday wish. Lucky's DIY Garage in the house. Please don't forget to subscribe to everybody. What's on my shelf? If you're watching this on the replay, please don't forget the names I'm calling. I always promise to link them in the description box, but you know, by the time I'm done with the live, I'm exhausted and then I forget. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Lori, welcome in. Lori Colleen, do you have a channel or are you a viewer? Are you like not part of our crazy club? Because we love you. Monica K's in the house. Let's see, did I miss anybody? Jennifer Ashfield. Okay, I think I got everybody. Aw, I lost somebody. I only have 9 now. That's okay. That's okay. I don't know who I lost. It was probably some random person who didn't really know me. Okay. So, do you put down in the comment box some questions? I'm going to start with the big unboxing right now. Y'all want a big unboxing? Because I'm going to do a video reveal, I think, instead. Or maybe I won't do a video at all. Who knows? Who knows? I've got two things I want to share that I don't necessarily think I'll have the energy to do a full blood unboxing. I see my new bag. You see your new bag? Yes, ma'am. I was doing a video today about it. That'll be coming maybe next week. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so I have two things for sure I want to share with y'all. I have this little box. Y'all get to choose. It's interaction around here. Interaction with my Bean Beauties because I missed y'all. Or I have a big box. One's a Coach. One's a Dooney. Tell me, vote. If I knew how to do a survey, if I knew how to do a poll, I would do it. But I don't know how. And my mom, I don't have no mods. Hi, Morella. Welcome in. I love your kitty cat. She's so pretty. Kim, I just moved into my... Everybody, round of applause for Kim. She finally has moved into this that we've had since November. I wore over a month, and that girl had not moved into it because she was waiting for a special occasion, and I scolded her. Did you move into it because I scolded you? I was feeling down in the dumps, and I was like, Ivana, welcome in. I don't see anybody voting. I mean, there's not a poll. You just need to tell me, do you want Coach or do you want Dooney? You want the big box of Coach or the little bitty box of Dooney? Hello, Clara. She says, happy birthday, beautiful lady. Oh, you're so sweet, Clara. How are you feeling? I know you've been under the weather too. Morella, I love it. Y'all just back to talking with each other. Kim, gorgeous Crystal Tabby. She must have watched your video today. I will get to y'all, everybody, my friends out there. I'm so sorry. I'm like 2 weeks behind. Probably a little longer behind on videos. I'm trying to catch up as I can. I have watched several videos, but I haven't commented, but please forgive me. Yes, I did in my honor. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim. Ivana says, I plead the fifth on the Coach. You're just voting. You're just voting. Jennifer is clapping for Kim. Yay. Okay. Somebody just tell me, Coach or Dooney. Or we don't do any boxing. I can talk to you about my beauty products, or we can talk cruise. You tell me. We can talk cruise, and I can tell you a little bit about my chaotic cruise. I am so happy you are on. Was meaning to text you happy birthday wishes. Working womp womp. Oh, what time is it over there? Do you work nights? Dooney, just because I feel like we all in Coach overload at the moment. Okay. Now, y'all, OMG. Oh, see, well, and if I do a reveal video, then I'll show you the bag. I cannot find it in here. I cannot even walk. I literally, this is the space of the camera, like about a foot on each side. That's all the room I have. I don't even have, oh, well, I'm going to do what I don't like to do. Scissors. All day till 7 p.m. Thank you, Morella. It's my puppies. This is my, let me make sure I'm not flashing my address, because I do that all the time in lives. I don't even have a cutting tool. The hub has been cutting all my boxes for me, so I was supposed to get a delivery today. I wonder if I got it. So, let me tell y'all, I really haven't ordered a lot from Dooney because I'm a little salty with Dooney. Okay? You Dooney lovers out there, tell me if you are salty too. I hope you had a wonderful day, says Ivana, My Pursuit of Happiness. She also has a channel. Don't forget to follow her. PSA Public Shopping Addict. She has a channel. Don't forget to follow her. We're going to talk salty. Yay, I have 17 watching. Woohoo! Thank you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It helps it push out. Okay. There's two things that really have broken me with buying new bags from Dooney, y'all. I have so many things that I want to tell y'all that I can't really put in a video because my videos already are like, an hour long. Salty because no stickers. That's one of them. I don't know. I don't know if they stopped the stickers, but really, I'm always salty about the stickers. I think we all are. I'm salty because, and it's been a while, the change of the lining, okay? And the fact that sometimes they post on videos that it's going to be one lining and like kind of like the jacquard woven cream lining, and then people have been unboxing and it's a red lining. I think it happened to Ivana. It remind me, Ivana, did it happen to you? And I think you and somebody else had opened the same bag. They got the right one, the one that was in the picture, but you got the red one, I think, or somebody, or I don't know who it was. Y'all let me know so I can give credit to whoever whatever video that was. So that's been kind of an ongoing thing. I bought my pink fuchsia and I was fine. I was like, okay, I'll just deal with the crinkly noise. But I'm really disappointed that they didn't do like a canvas dedicated birthday bag. And then they brought the bags out, the heritage bags, right? Is that what they're called? The heritage bags? But by the time they brought them out, I was just like over it. I was so over it. And then I love the big duck, but they're not in the silhouettes that I want. I know, I'm just being picky, I guess. So Coach is getting all my money right now. Oh, so this is a yellow one, and it is $3.93 out of 400. I almost missed out on it, y'all. Oh, okay, y'all. So this right here, when I saw this, I don't even know how much it was. When I saw it on the website, I grabbed it so fast. I might have put a post in my community post, but I said there is no way I was missing out on this bag. Dooney redeemed itself just a little bit. Now, ready? I think it's called the envelope bag. I don't know. Y'all tell me. The messenger bag. Ta-da! It has the rainbow zipper. I mean, did anybody else get this? Please tell me. I'm not the only one. Did it? Well, 393 people. Are you part of the? No, 392 people before me. Are you part of the 392 people? I really want an Alto Camellia in the small, but they have only had it in red for the longest time. I really hope they bring it back in some other colors. Girl, you know what? All they had were other colors, and we've all were crying, where's the red? Where's the red? So that's why there's only red right now. I love the zippers, right? Who is that? Jennifer. Yes, the zipper. So I have those other bags that y'all completely loved. Uh-oh. Okay. That y'all love, those vintage bags. Uh-oh, my zippers are not opening. What the heck? No. Are these faux zippers? Okay, this one opened and it's on the top. Ivana, you say you love it. Did y'all see it? Did y'all see it on the website? Okay, these front zippers are not opening, y'all. Are they? Oh my gosh. Oh, they're super hard. I bet it's because they're colored. Okay, there they go. Oh, I was scared. I don't want to break it though. You know what? Pause. I shouldn't be pausing. I didn't see that bag. Oh my God. Did it just pop up for a little while? So this right here is called Boat Zipper. I used to use Zipper Ease. Now I've been using this one. It kind of smells like mint. And well, I'm not returning this now. I mean, it's mine. I think even if it's broken, I'd return it. But you just put a little bit on there and then it makes it easy to, this one is really stuck, y'all. Let's see if I can get it. I don't want to break it. Oh, okay, there. Okay, there. See? So now it's really, okay. And then you just work it in. until it disappears. If you overdo it, no problem. You just wipe it off a little bit. I'm going to wipe it on my pants. Let's see. What am I missing here? Had to get another Coachtopia. Thanks for watching. She is telling, I think, Ivana. I'm behind. Which one? I don't know which video that's. I have not seen that one either. Cute. Y'all haven't seen it? The Dooney girls haven't seen it? Oh my God. My OG Dooney girls haven't seen it? I wonder if the color will rub off on the zipper the more they are used. I don't know. I don't know on the other ones. Do y'all remember the little barrel bags that I bought? I mean, that I got on thrifted, like through. I know I got one on eBay, and then I got one on Shop Goodwill, like in 2023 or something, that had the rainbow zipper, and it was all the rainbow and said Dooney all around. This is, I love this one. Okay, so that's better. Yeah, this one needs this. This is really like miracle stuff. Okay. I've been cheating on Dooney with Coach lately. Girl, I'm not just cheating. I'm like in a big old love affair. I'm in a big old love affair. I'm giving Coach my money, giving Coach my everything. All right. Hey, Smiling Caricature, welcome in. Oh, she says happy birthday. Thank you so much. Chats with Chris. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in ages anywhere. Where have you been? How are you feeling? How's your weight loss journey going? Hello, welcome in. Let's see. Are you still on WhatsApp? I don't do WhatsApp. I'm sorry. I have this much bandwidth for learning new platforms. Dooney needs to step up their website. No kidding. See, I'm just like, no. Okay, so there you go. So here's the front. I'll try to find the name of the bag in just a little while. Here's the front. Here's the side. Here's the back. Here's the other side. Here's the bottom. Oh, Chats with Chris has a channel, but he really doesn't post too much. He posts some shorts. I know I've been working so much. I haven't been on. Ah, gotcha. I sell eBay mostly these days. Oh, well, if you want people to know, you're welcome to put your eBay store down in our chats. I'm not down much weight, but I'm stronger. I've been working out more and more. Excellent. Well, that's good. That helps a lot. I'm so upset with myself. I'm in the 250 range. I was down to 245 after all that walking I did in for the cruise, y'all. All right, so it is not detachable, but it is of course adjustable, and it's here on the back. It's only on the back. See the D-rings? It's not on the front or on the sides. So I thought that was different, and I'm okay with it. I have maybe, I don't know if I think I have one other bag that's like that. The Coach top handle bags like that. It's not too bad. Ivana says, hey, Chris, that's awesome. Chats with Chris, I am 373. I was over 400. Wow, Chris, congratulations. When I started, when the doctor said, okay, no, you need some help. We need to do something. Because my blood pressure was started going. I used to be, well, I guess I still am, because it's still like that part of it still kind of fluctuates, but I was on 3 blood pressure medicines, and we couldn't get it under control. Couldn't get it. So at least now it's in control, and I am taking 2 on a regular basis, with the 3rd one as a rescue one if I need it. If I need it as a rescue. So that's why I say I'm still like on 3, but I really haven't taken my rescue one. I took it one time. Guess what day I took it? I took it on the cruise. Guess. If anybody guesses. Leave me your questions if you have any questions about the cruise, or I'm just going to be chit-chatting all by myself. I'm gonna be chit-chatting all by myself. Or I guess we don't have to talk about the cruise. Everybody just seemed like they wanted to talk about the cruise, but I've been on 20 minutes already, y'all. No way. Are you a Bad Bunny fan? We are not talking politics in here. We don't touch politics here. So I refuse to answer the question on the grounds of I don't like my channels to be that kind of controversy. Let's see. Ivana says, I'd love to hear about your cruise. I loved your videos from here. Awesome. No problem, Chris. Not at all. I just don't want, I want this to be a safe space. And, if what happened, hadn't happened, then, it would be not a problem. But yeah, I just like to stay away. Okay. So this on the inside, I didn't even see what's on the inside. Oh, it's a red lining, and it's just the Yota Style. She says happy birthday. Thank you. I want to hear everything about your cruise. Okay, let me just finish showing this. This leather is very, very soft. Very, very soft. So what I'll do is I'll probably just pop this somewhere into a video, reveal video, or maybe we'll talk about it in the community post. I'm very little on Instagram. I'm on Instagram to check messages. I'm just right now, I'm just too tired. I'm just too emotionally overwhelmed to do so much. So I'm doing YouTube mainly, regular long form videos, and I'm trying to do more posting, trying to keep the community going because I miss y'all. Okay. How was Puerto Rico? We'll start there. Dee Dee Bean, was that bag from ILD? Good question. Would it say on my invoice, right? Is that where it would say? I ordered it February the 16th. So this is February the 20th. So, hey. Yes, I love Dooney. I love Dooney. And it is this the number? Is that the number PICK? No, I don't know if that's the number. Oh, this is it. Somebody put it type it in the chats for me? Well, I guess I would. I guess I should, right? BPEN. If I could type BPEN 30 29 30 29 8 BDL. And it's called the North South Triple Zip, and this is the black. Did nothing come out, y'all? What the heck? I'll post it in my community post. But it's called North South Triple Zip, and this is the black because they also had a white one, or whatever Dooney's white is called. So, as if y'all have seen my vlogish video, was it your first time there? Would you go back for another visit? Yes, Chris. It was my first time there. We went via cruise ship. We went on a 14-day 8-port cruise. And we went out of Galveston on the Norwegian Viva. Lord have mercy, I have stuff to say about the ship, about the whole experience on the ship. But I love the itinerary. We would do the itinerary again. Excuse me. The only one that we weren't pleased with is Jamaica Ocho Rios. If they had taken us to Falmouth or to, is it Mahogany Bay or the other one, it would have been okay. which is what we were supposed to do first of all, but we booked it over a year ago, so the itinerary changed 3 times. And so that was like disappointing for everybody to begin with on there. Did you get birthday cake today? No, no birthday cake. We did have lots of desserts, and I got birthday cupcakes. My daughter gave me some birthday cupcakes tonight, so I'm supposed to test those and let her know how those go. Did you have a balcony or an inner room? We had a handicap balcony. It was a this is a tip. We had a what are they called? Obstructive view. So we were basically, our balcony was in the corner, and the slide was, blocking our view, but really we got to see a beautiful view. It's in the videos. I know it's in a couple that I've already released, and then it'll be in a couple, I think at least one more that's coming up. And but because it rained on us 3 times and it was cold at the beginning, all of our balcony friends, we could peek out the window on the first day. Everybody was, out there talking. We were really the only ones that were out there on the cold days because they were right, they were right there, and we had protection. So it worked out really good for us. So we hadn't had a balcony in a long time. But so we were definitely glad. My husband, he grabbed that, and when we got an obstructed view, so basically it was like a regular ocean view price, because we secured it almost a little bit more of a year before we left, and it's an obstructed view. In all ears, excited to hear a little about the cruise. Okay, well, we'll talk cruise. Yota says, hope everyone is having an awesome Friday evening. Yeah, I had a really good time. We had dinner with the family. Savannah Mills is in the house. Don't forget to subscribe to Yota Style if you have not already. And don't forget to subscribe to Savannah Mills. They have wonderful channels as well, too, along with everybody else I've already mentioned. In case you're watching this on the replay, or in case you come in and y'all don't know one another, I greatly appreciate it. I love a good deal. Me too. Me too. Thank you, Savannah. She tells me happy birthday. Happy birthday to me. You welcome. You welcome. So, let me go in and see if I can, thank you, Craig. He sent me a text, says happiest of birthday, sending lots of love and joy. I miss you and love you. Hope you had a best day. Thank you. I don't know, Craig, if you are watching, if you're lurking, or if this was you just happened to send me the text at the same time. Thank you very much in either case, because I think eventually you'll catch this video. Let me read the ports to y'all. The first stop was Jamaica. And like I said, I love the other ones. Falmouth is my favorite one in Jamaica. Ocho Rios is very, really very aggressive. They're very aggressive there with trying to get you to buy their wares. And that's the place where, when we were on the Carnival cruise last year, it was last year, I believe, that the pier was broken because of a hurricane, so we had to park in the industrial park. So we had to walk, and my husband walked, and I scootered over. It was like a 15 minutes from the port, but I was able to take my scooter, so we were okay with that. And we got inundated. There was the military, of course, were there to protect us and stuff, but once they were close to us, how they do when you first get off the ship, and then they kind of spread out to give you an opportunity to be more relaxed, to feel more relaxed. So once they kind of did that, then you get to all the people, and you can't blame them, but it's just like it is uncontrollable, And I had a lady who was like, come over here, and she was right up at my scooter. The ground wasn't very good. There was potholes everywhere, and she just would not move away from the scooter. I had some other guy trying to put beads on my thing, trying to get me to buy his stuff and everything. They wouldn't leave my scooter. They were like basically surrounding my scooter. And my husband, like they got between my husband and I, and like he was trying to get back over to me, and I hit a pothole, and that's when I tipped over on my scooter. And you know, then my husband like basically, you know, went into protective mode and said just get out of the way or whatever. But we finally were able to get into the port, and at that one you're supposed to port there at the original one and go into the port area, and that's built for the tourists and stuff if you don't want to go outside. And so we had a bad experience and we didn't want to do that again, so we didn't get off on Ocho Rios. But then once we got there, then we realized that they had fixed the pier and we were able to get off there. But by that time I was tired from the trip. It had rained. We were, you know, it was still kind of cold. You know, I was still like chillish from the thing. So we just decided to take a rest day. And that was the only port we didn't get off. I was tired. So Ocho Rios, if you go to Falmouth, I recommend getting off there. I think it's Mahogany Bay. Both of those are really wonderful. The people are really wonderful. They're, you know, really respectful over there. I'm just telling you my personal experience with Ocho Rios, and why I kind of like am hesitant about that. If you're putting stuff in the chats, I can't see because I'm trying to I'm trying to find my itinerary, because does this girl remember? No. Okay. So that was Tuesday, January the 27th. We left on my husband's birthday, January 23rd, and to Galveston, and we left the 24th, headed out. And now everything was frozen in San Antonio. I'm sorry, in Texas. Whoops. In Texas. Okay, let me go check the chats really quick. I need to catch up. I can't catch up. Y'all going so fast. Yota says, your gift will be coming this week. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I've gotten some goodies from some friends of mine, and I'll do a video towards the end of the week, because I was too tired. I was gonna try to put one out today for birthday stuff, but I hit my wall on, I don't know. When did I hit my wall, Kim? Wednesday, Thursday. I stayed in bed all day long. Dee Dee, it's 10:30 p.m. here, and I'm struggling to stay awake, but promise to catch up on the replay. Please take care of yourself. You are so supportive of all of us. Happiest of birthdays. Aw, thank you, Ree. What's on my shelf? This is a new channel. She's a new channel, y'all. She was also in my collab. She's the one that her real name is Rihanna. So if you watch my Galentine's collab, the whole song, that's what's on my shelf. So if you haven't already watched her, please head over there and give her a subscribe. Was it your first time there? Would you go back? That was about Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico was my first time there. I would definitely go back. The hiccups we had with Puerto Rico had to do with the cruise ship and not with the city itself. However, I did find that the places that were expecting tourists to be there, or tourists to come in and visit, were a lot nicer than some of the places that weren't. The only other place we went into was Marshall's, and the people who were checking out and the people who were working weren't really friendly. They weren't really wanting to deal with any tourists. So I was like, oh, okay. So we got our stuff and hightailed it out of there. I needed emergency stuff. Have any of y'all, please answer me. If you're in the chats, answer me. And if you're at home watching this at the end, answer me. Have you ever overpacked and underpacked at the same time? That was me. I overpacked on all the clothes and all miscellaneous stuff. I underpacked. I didn't take anything for my hair. I didn't take any like hair gel. I didn't take any conditioner. I I usually use a shampoo that's on board. I just take the conditioner because my hair's, curly and I need that extra. So it doesn't frizz because it'll frizz out there in the hot weather. So I didn't take that. I didn't take any hairspray. I didn't take any, I didn't take nothing. She didn't take nothing. Hope everyone is okay. I will have to catch up on the videos. I need to catch up. Oh, no pressure, Chris, but we've been having fun on my channel. We've been having fun. Yoda says, thank you, Dee Dee. Oh, you're welcome. I will go subscribe to Savannah right now. Yes, girlfriend, go subscribe to Savannah and what's on my shelf and anybody else who hasn't. Revamp. I watched Savannah today. Yay, she watched Savannah. I also really love the Valentine's collab. Cute. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. Maybe next year. Rachel Cheetah. Rachel. Okay, she's Bag Babes Courtier. Yeah. But you will always and forever be Rachel Cheetah to me. You will always be Rachel Cheetah to me. She just started a channel as well. She has some great bags. She's a beautiful woman. She has supported a lot of us through the chats, some wonderful messages, all through chats and everything. So please head over to her channel and subscribe. Let's see. Oh, Yota says she was already subscribed to Savannah. Ha ha ha. Let's see. Laurie, Smiling Cats Couture, she has a channel too. Please don't forget to subscribe to her. Yota is telling Rachel, so glad she joined us. I'm thinking that's what that is in comment for. Chris says, I've never cruised, so please forgive if this is a silly question. Do you get passport stamps at all the ports or is it only when flying? Used to, before the pandemic, they used to stamp your passports if you were to take them in there. So we got our passports just simply for that. However, and it's not a silly question, especially if you've never cruised. However, some of the ports don't do that. They're not set up to do that, or it just takes, it's just hit and miss. So we got to the point where we just quit asking, because they were like, oh, we don't do that anymore. Oh, we don't do that anymore. Or you have to go deep into the city. I'm like, no, okay, whatever. So you can try, because some people, like in the Facebook group, some people will say that they got one, but we're at the point where like, okay, we're over it. We're over it. So the only passport stamp we have is when we went to Cancun. We went to Cancun. We went and flew to Cancun. It wasn't a cruise, and we got one there. Dee Dee's party. That's right. We're partying in the house for my birthday. Y'all, I have my granddaughter's game is tomorrow morning at 11:30. We have to leave at 10:30, but I can't sleep anyway, so I thought I'd come and chit chat with y'all. What's your favorite cruise line you've been on and your favorite ship? Okay. Up until Norwegian, Ivana, we only cruised on Carnival, and we cruised Carnival because our best friends, our best buddies that we've had for years, and their kids and our kids, grew up together and stuff. They cruise all the time. And when we first took our cruise when we were first going on our first cruise was for our 20th anniversary or 25th anniversary. One of those, 2017. I don't know. Shh. As Winnie B says, don't tell my husband. He knows I never remember. So, she helped me book it, and for what we wanted to do, and we were taking the kids as part of our anniversary, she told me, go ahead, and I think Carnival will probably be better. And it was, at that time, all there was Carnival and Royal Caribbean that cruised out of Galveston, which is what's the nearest port to us. And so when I I tried to book with Royal Caribbean, and their website was very confusing at that time. There was like lots of add-on stuff. You had to add this, pick this, do that. It was very confusing. When I called, I was on hold forever. So then I called Carnival, and I got picked up by a Carnival representative, basically an essay, but they call him something else, you know. And he was very nice. Then then, you know, I've had a couple through them, and I have one lady that I deal with mostly. So that was why we started with Carnival. We had a really good time. Our best friends, they weren't supposed to go with us. It was just going to be our family, but our daughter got pregnant with our granddaughter at that time unexpectedly, so she couldn't cruise, because by the time we went on the cruise, of course, we booked very early to pay it off, because we paid for everybody. Our anniversary present to each other was to take us on finally on our honeymoon, because we had never been on a honeymoon, and to take the kids. And so we had to book like a year and a half ahead of time to be able to pay all that down. And but so she got pregnant, and she was right in that time where you can't cruise when you're pregnant that far along. Her doctor said no. Oh, that was also, I forgot, when the fly um the Zika virus, or the Zika virus, or what was the virus with the flies or the mosquitoes, was going on. So they said, absolutely not. You cannot leave the United States at all. So our friends ended up taking their spot in the cabins and things like that. And so we went. We stuck with them because they had a great loyalty program. And but through the years, after the pandemic, after the shutdown, when they came back, they have changed there is no more loyalty program. Basically, they have a rewards program. So any of you who are familiar with Ulta, Dior, all that stuff, where you have every year you have to re-earn your points, that's what they're doing. So we were already at platinum, which we were like about less than 75 each points to get to diamond, but not enough time for us to cruise and get to diamond before they instill the new setup. So all of this time that we spent with them since 2017 cruising is wasted. Is just wasted. So we're like, if we're going to start over, then we're going to start trying all different cruise lines. So we tried Norwegian, and I don't want to discourage anybody with our experience. But the people, okay, let's see, how can I explain it? Excuse me. The ship itself was beautiful, but the way they have things laid out was just not very friendly to us and what we like and used to. The venues were small, so I definitely couldn't take my scooter. There was one, like, kind of a club where they would have these bands and stuff. Well, people would line up like an hour to hour and a half ahead of time to go in there. My husband doesn't stand in lines, y'all. He does not stand in lines. So, I don't either, but um, we never got to go in there. They had musicians like Carnival all around, but Carnival has their open common areas where very well seated. I mean, if there's a spot that you can lean against the wall, you can bet that there is a chair there to sit on, or a bench or something. Where there was a lot of open spaces where these open venues that were just like in the middle of the deck. There would be a bar on one side, and maybe a store or just some other randomness on the other side. And in the middle is where they would play. And so you would have to go through it to get to the other part, which the concept's good, but there was never any seating. So, that was kind of a bummer. So there was things like that that were off. However, we met several people. We thought that maybe it was just us, that we were being a little picky, because you know I'm a little picky. But they were saying no, that the way this ship kind of was set up and the way they did it, that it just wasn't, they weren't having a good time either at the beginning of the cruise. So you know, because it's a bigger ship and they design it differently. So they said the smaller ships were a little bit better. So I don't know if that helps y'all or any. Those are the only two that we're on. We're for our next cruise, we're looking at Margaritaville, but that cruise is out of Florida only. And we're looking at MSC that cruises out of Galveston, or Royal Caribbean out of Galveston, and that's closer to us. Okay. Rachel, Bag Babes Courtier. I don't know how long I can stay up. It's been a crazy day, but I will try, Yoda. No problem. No problem. There everybody's telling Ivana hello. Sarah B says I missed it. This was Jamaica. The first part of the conversation was Jamaica, Ocho Rios, and then I talked. Did I talk a little bit about Puerto Rico? Maybe just oh yeah, I just talked a little bit about Puerto Rico, about that I loved Puerto Rico, but and I would go back there, and that the issues I had with in Puerto Rico had nothing to do with that, had to do with the cruise line. See, that was the other thing too, was with there were so many things that were, if anything could go wrong, it did go wrong. So there was so many ports that they changed on us, so many ports that they changed the times on us, so many ports where they didn't park where they were supposed to park, whether it's because they got there late or they gave it away to somebody else willingly. I don't know. And every time that we went into a port, there was at least 6 other ships there. So so in Puerto Rico, we had to park way in the industrial park, and they did charter buses for us that cost us $20, but that was both ways. But, or you could do a taxi. And I honestly don't know. I mean, it was just because, well, I know. Let me finish telling you this and I'll tell you that part. So with those buses, they told me I couldn't take my scooter because my scooter does collapse, but they were saying that it didn't collapse enough. And you can take it apart in 5 pieces, but I mean, that's hell for my husband to do that. And we just said no. I told him no, let's just, do it, because we were supposed to go get on the bus and then go the 30-45 minutes from wherever we were and not be a problem. Well, they put us in, like, it was like a hangar waiting in line. We were the first ones because I'm handicapped. So I got to go first. So there was like kind of all of us in one line. Then a second line started to the right of us. A third line started to the left of us. And a fourth line started way two lines down. After about 30 minutes being in there, the line to the right of us, they asked them to turn around and they went on. So they went on the bus before we did. And, we, I'm telling you, a riot almost happened. A riot almost happened. You should have seen all these old people and all these people with their canes and all. I was like, oh my God. And then they had no chairs for us to sit. So I know my knees were killing me. So by the time I was able to get on the bus, I was past already hurting, was already hurting because my knees were hurting. So that was like bad. Lori says, I cannot believe your scooter got knocked over. Yes, in Jamaica, my scooter got in like last year. Dee Dee is the best. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I'm going to be hopping around. It's going to be a hot Miss Yoda style, chaos Miss Dee Dee Bean style. So if I don't finish the story, if there's a specific question or whatever, please let me know. And I'll go back to it. I know I hate your scooter got knocked over. Yeah, but I survived. It was okay. It's just we have to protect ourselves, and you unfortunately have to be a little bit higher. Oh, Rachel says, Cartier. Yes, all the time. I know, blah, 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 that I answered that one. I always forget hair stuff. I don't know why. IDK, what it is. I'm usually really good, but what happened was, the way my checkbook works is I have products and stuff that I would just put in our in our cruise suitcases and stuff, because that's the only traveling we really do. But we normally do 3 cruises a year. We have been doing for the past like 3 to 5 years. We do a couples cruise with he and I that's usually low impact, no, no craziness. Just relax, and where you want to rejuvenate. Then we do a couples cruise, a friends cruise rather. The first one's a couples cruise, my husband and I. The second one is a friends cruise that we have, excuse me, either with our hometown BFFs, and then there's a third couple that has gone with us before, and they want to go again. That we've gone with them, and it's our son's old baseball coach, and we became really good friends. So that was so we usually do those 3. The ones that's a family cruise usually cost us a lot of money because the grandkids always want to stay with us. So that's the one we usually get a suite, and we pay part of their fee, their fee and everything like that. So, of course, Granny has to have money. So everything is all about the grandkids, all about the kids, and all that stuff. And yeah. So it's all about them. Then the friends cruise is kind of like that. That is a little bit more adventurous, a little bit more, we'll do more excursion types with the friends and stuff. And then with us, we don't. Well, since last year, our goal was to pay off our mortgage. We were under. We had less than 10,000 to pay on the mortgage. So on a house, that's like hardly nothing. So I scrimped and I scraped, and we didn't go on vacation. We only went on the one vacation that was my husband's birthday, and we got a really good deal. And then, so we went on that. That one was on Carnival, January of 2025. And then, so we just like scrimped and scraped, and nothing extra, and we were able to pay off the house. But that meant like we were pretty much in the deficit the whole year as far as like not being able to do a lot of extras or whatever. So the hair stuff. So what happened? Was is since I was hitting all my backstash. Well, Savannah, this is why I had to hit my backstash, my backlog. I have no backups of backups of backups. I went through everything, pretty much everything, So all my hair products. I didn't buy shampoo all last year. I didn't buy conditioner. I used all the travel bottles that I saved, all the samples that I got, that I would get in miscellaneous stuff when you buy your Ulta stuff or whatever, from years and everything. Everything. I went through all of that for my hair, for my skincare, for everything. So I had nothing. I had nothing. Chris says, one time I packed 10 shirts, no pants for a 10. Oh my God. Thankfully, it wasn't hard to find a nice store to shop in. Don't know how that slipped my mind. Oh my God, that sounds like something I would do. Oh my goodness. Okay, Rachel Cheetah says, coterie. Oh, coterie. Kind of like what are those boards? Those cutting boards? A chuterie or whatever. Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. Rachel, I'm sorry. Bag Babes Cheetah. That's what it should have been. Bag Babes Cheetah. I love you, Rachel. I love you. Rachel is a star. She is. She's fabulous. Ivana says, I agree. Yota says, Rachel's amazing. Don't forget, Babe Bags. COTERIE. Go subscribe to her. She's brand new. Apple Blonde says, overpack and shop on anything I forgot. Exactly. Also makes packing less stressful knowing you can just go to a store when you arrive for toiletries. Well, that's usually our motto. However, when you travel 14 days on a cruise ship, and you're traveling by cruise ship, you're in the big seas. And there are no stars to go to. And now here's a difference. One of the difference between Carnival and this Norwegian ship, they had nothing in the stores. They had just very little toiletry stuff. I don't know if it didn't come in or if they just don't carry it. I don't know. But there was like no shampoo, there was no conditioner, there was no razors, there was no toothbrushes, there was like nothing. They did have a vending machine. They had some aspirin. So they put the stuff that was normally like Carnival on their ships usually have this like a little section for toiletries and things that people would normally forget, you know. So if you forget something, you'd have to go early because on the cruise and go really quick to buy it, because once it sells out, you can't get it because they have enough, or you know, they load up per cruise. So I said, we need to go quick because before everybody sells out, they didn't even carry it. So they carried those vending machines you would find in the bathrooms, you know, a long time ago, where you would have the ladies' products or the men's would have the men's stuff, you know. They would have those kind, but they didn't have anything that I needed, you know. But if I needed, they did have for them hangovers. If anybody had them, they had plenty of that flying around. Um, Ivana says, thanks for answering my question about your favorite cruise line. Ivana, you know how to get a hold of me in Instagram. We can talk more of depth if you want to talk more seriously about it. I love to help people with cruising stuff. My friend just won on Princess, but her favorite is Royal Caribbean. Yeah, we're gonna try Royal Caribbean. Okay, a lot of the people who were on this cruise came from Princess. Princess is part of the Carnival conglomerate. However, they're an upscales. They're a luxury, more of a true like luxury line. So they were used to like, they were used to like fancy stuff. So we did pay up for the adults only section and paid up for the cabana. I think I mentioned that maybe in a video or something to come, or in the vlog, I'm not sure, or in a post, I'm not sure. But they were supposed to bring fruits and shots of the hour and extra like cheese little quarteries. No, I still said it wrong. Cheese little trays, things like that, because we paid up, and so they were supposed to have that. One day we got that, like on the third day we got a treat, and then after that, anytime that we were out there, never had a treat again. And then we would see we call them, because it was the Vibe VIBE Beach Club is the section that we were in. And it was really nice. They had 2 hot tubs there, no swimming pool, but just 2 hot tubs. So usually, there's no kids. It's a little bit quieter there. For us old fogies who, when we go on our couples cruise, we try to stay kids free, because when we do the family cruise, it's all about the kids. We're all about the water slides, all that kind of stuff. And so we try to just do the couple things, try to just stay connected. But the people that were on there, we got talking with, we call them our vibe friends, and they were saying that on the other ship, Norwegian ship that they were on, like a few months before, that it was a very different vibe at the Vibe Club, because they had all of this stuff. Now, when we would get there, and if there was a one bartender who served, like they had like several, but on the one ship, if that one bartender was there, I think he was from, gosh, I wish I remember where he was from. But he would come out, and as soon as he saw us coming out, like we would barely go, he'd go gather the towels and gather the water, and by the time we picked whatever cabana that we wanted to be in that day, then he would come over and lay out our towels for us. He would put our pitcher of water with glasses, and then he would say, because we were supposed to get 2 bottles of water a day there, and he would definitely said, here, take these home, put them in your basket. He would put them in my basket. He says, take those to your room, I'll bring you water, the jugs of water, no problem. He put fruit in it, lemons sometimes, oranges sometimes. I think a couple times he even put cherry in there for me. So he was fantastic, like fabulous, fabulous. So, that was great. The other guy that was there that was looked like more of a senior guy that was there, um, then he would be okay, but he never brought us our towels. He would bring us our water. Um, and then there was a third person towards the second week. So I think because they picked up um um crew members, and I think they were training him, and so he like really didn't know anything. So when he was there, I would just like, oh, my husband would see him and he would just go, let me go get the towels, because we ain't getting no towels, we're not getting any special service. So we weren't already getting the extra fruit and drinks and things like that that were supposed to be part of our package for paying up to be in there. So it was like, so now we're not getting towels, we're not getting treated. So I know third world problems, but my friend just okay. So then Morella says, you're all superstars, that's why it's a delight watching your videos. Aw. Yoda says, oh, thank you, Rachel. I'm not sure about me being a star, but I have been around for a while. You're a star to me, love. Morella, we love you and appreciate all your support. We do. Morella is the people, everybody who's in the chats, all of y'all are just wonderful. Y'all have made my YouTube experience wonderful, which is why I wanted to come and end my day with y'all. Yota says, I would be worried if your comment didn't show up in my section, LOL, because I always look for a lot of the same people that I always depend on. I think a lot of us are that way. Yes, I get worried. There's sometimes where if I'm on somebody else's video and I see a comment, then I'll do that, or I'll go back to an old video and say, you know what, I haven't seen them since in a while, and I'll find a video with their name and I'll talk to them. I'm codependent. I just worried about them. Bag babes Cartier. I wish Marilla had a channel, Marilla and Sophia. I know that would be cute. But she had go find her on Instagram. She has a fabulous Instagram. Marilla, if you're still in here and you want to put your Instagram name down, please pop it in the chats below. Yota says, we go on the WinStar. We always stick to the WinStar. WINSTAR, Ivana, is what Yota's saying. We love it. It's a smaller cruise ship, but we like it that way. Might not be as exciting as some of the bigger ones, but we're old. So Yota, if you're still in the chats, is WinStar a cruise line? But see, you also go international, like really like across, like to Europe and to Italy and all that on there. That we can't do that until we go to until my husband retires. So 5 more years, y'all. 5 more years. We are going in May after my birthday to Bora Bora. Oh my God, that reminds me of what is that? The guy, I have his name, the superstar. He's with Fast and the Furious. Help me, people, help me. One of he always talks about Bora Bora in one of the movies. That sounds amazing, Yota. Apple Blonde says. Yota says, I can't wait. Can't wait. I'll be doing some videoing for you guys. I can't wait. And she's telling Apple Blonde that she will definitely do a vlog. Y'all, vlogs are so hard for me. Thank y'all for supporting the vlog, shopping vlog, thingy that I did. I really appreciate it. But it's not a skill. It's a skill I'm trying to work on, but it's a hard skill. It's a hard skill to learn. So I appreciate all the support that y'all have on there. And if you're watching this on the replay, if you go to my channel page, you can find it in my regular videos. I can't wait, Ivana. Yota says, I have to go. Good night, all, and happy birthday, Dee Dee. Remember, it's an entire birthday month. Exactly. We celebrate all month. So milk it for all it's worth. Dang, you know it. And the hubbies did some mean stuff to me today, so he's gonna pay for it all month long. Yota says, night, doll. Whoops. Everybody's telling Yota good night. Yota says, that's so funny. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. That reminds me of my parents. That's how we used to go to bed at night. We would all be in our rooms and my dad would say that, good night, Mary Ellen. I love that. Good night, Sue Ellen. Yota says, I can't really remember. Maybe Sue Ellen. Sue Ellen, yeah. No. Emily, or oh, heck, I don't know. Was on Dallas. At this point, I'm totally confused. I know, me too. Sarah says, I love Dee Dee. Oh, thank you. Yota says, good night, Savannah. Washing brushes now, so I can't chat but watching. Okay, Sarah, you wash your brushes up. Come wash mine too. Marilla says, thanks. I'm sure that's about the Instagram stuff. Please feel free to put your Instagram name in there. I think is it your channel name, Marilla Mount Olympia, baby? Yota Style says, it's a cruise line. Yes, I'm still here. I'm still in my art studio. Ooh, what are you working on? What are you working on? Savannah says, I need to wash brushes too so bad. Yeah, so do I. But, I have so many that I bought that, you know what? I just go to the ones that are clean and leave those. But I do have my favorite ones. I caught up in the chats, y'all. I caught up on the chats. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody's chats. If I missed anybody's questions, let me know. Okay, let me see what's the next port that we went to. The next port. Oh, here it is. Okay. So then the next port was Puerto Rico. That was when we found out about not being able to take my scooter, we had to just say, what are the most important things for you to do? So my husband had some cigar shops that he wanted to go to. Well, it wasn't so much the shops. There was two certain cigars that he wanted to get from there, the flavors or whatever that he wanted to get from there, that on his YouTube shows that he watches, said that they could get there. And there was several stores that they said he could go to. And then there was other stores, but we just couldn't. I mean, I kept telling him to go by himself and I would be fine, but he wouldn't leave me. So I felt bad. But that's okay. He's in trouble anyway. The next one was, Phillipsburg, St. Martin, or St. Martin. Oh my goodness. We had a blast there. That is a fabulous, fabulous port. Fabulous port. It was so much fun. There's two sides to it. There's the Dutch side and there's the English side, maybe. So, this is where, okay, if y'all know, oh my gosh, my brain's not working. Okay, I'll have to come back to that story because I can't think right now. But we had such a good time, such a good time. I do plan on doing kind of doing a information video, maybe, it'll be a talking style, not necessarily a vlog. I have to tell myself, not a vlog, but people don't watch it or don't understand when they come on what I'm doing. But I like to do talking, and then I'll insert videos and photos. Y'all seem to like that. It's easier for me, and it's easier. About kind of each port in the shopping or whatever we did. So I'll tell a little bit more about that. I just won't be able to do it until for a while. St. John's, Antigua. We went to that January the 31st, and that was a disappointment. We were super excited about that port, but we got there so early. The shops are supposed to be open when the cruise comes in, and when we went to the shops, like, really, there was only one shop. We got there early, so it was before 10 o'clock, and we got there like at 8 o'clock, and nothing was open. So unless you had a planned excursion, if you were just trying to experience the ports and stuff, then there was nothing to do. So it was pretty disappointing, And then when they did finally open up, they were supposed to have like a lot of artist things available, wares and paintings and sketches and things like that. So I was wanting to kind of pick up, I like to pick up local artisans kind of stuff. They were astronomically prices, okay, that they were asking. And then they it's like the quality was not there. And then there was stuff that was like, it looked like it was reproduced. I'm like, if I'm going to pay that much, I want something like beautiful like this, like Yotem gave me, it was just, and wow. I've purchased art, I've purchased basket weaving and just different things. And, it's just, it was just like, so between the combination of the two things, it was beautiful, but we ended up going back to the ship early. Then we went to Puerto Plata, the Dominican Republic. They have the Umbrella Street. They have the Pink Street. Those are what they're famous for. You probably saw that already in my video. There was the dancing ladies there. There was umbrellas up at the top. It rained like crazy on us. Rained like crazy on us. The problem and the issue we had, that's the one we had a guide. And there was a video, there's in a lot of my videos, there's a picture of us with the guide. And I think in my post, I put in that the guide insisted that we do that picture of us kissing under that sign that said kissing each other, besos or something like that. He took us all the way over there just to do these things. So he attached himself to us. When I say attached themselves, it's like, they are official guides. They get like a license from the city. He showed you the thing, and but you're just kind of like, we like to just explore on our own at our own pace. We had a list of things to do. Yes, the kiss picture. Yes, Savannah. Yes. I'm really leaving this time. Gotta go, says Yoda style. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Good night, Yoda. Good night, Yoda. So when we were there, he just wouldn't leave. And I told my husband, let me just tip him out. He just wants a tip. I mean, they need money for the family. Let me just tip him out. Well, I had taken money out because I have my sling. I forgot what sling I wore. I think I wore the Coach sling that day. And, so I took some money out, when he wasn't looking, and I put it in my pocket, and I just, I was doing the signals, when you've been married for how long we've been married. Heck, I don't even know. 35 years? No, maybe. We were married in 1992. You do the math, because I don't math. He was like, okay, like, you do whatever you want, do whatever you think is best. And I said, okay. Well, then we got to an intersection. He says, don't go over there. You need to come this way, because we were going to go, like, my husband had the Walk With Me app. We use that a lot when we're in different ports and countries that utilize that. And, we were using that, and, it tells you can go this way or this way. And my husband had chose this way because he was trying to get away from him. But he says, no, you need to come this way. So he corralled himself again between my husband and I, like, that's the tactic that they use. And he says, you need to come this way. So I just looked at him, and my husband just kind of put his hands up in the air, like, whatever, fine, whatever, And so all of a sudden, the street stops. He went like this, like, did that in the air, and the police were doing traffic. But he told him that we were crossing, and the street stopped. And we went across, and then all of a sudden you heard, it got quiet, like silence quiet, because all the cars just, and then we crossed over, and then to the other side because it was a mini intersection. We crossed over to the other side, and then it happened. There was two other, like, kind of bigger intersections, and he was telling me, you need to come over here. Don't go there. Come this way, get on the street right here. And then he would tell the cars, he goes, you can't go on the sidewalk there because there's no, he knew the terrain. And he said, there's no ramp at the end. So you need to come and go on the street, which my husband does not like me to do. I don't like to do. But he says, no, you're fine. You're fine. And he would put his hand out, he would just put his hand out that way to the cars, to the traffic cars. And they would like go around. So he had like their green shirts that they would, all the tourist guides would wear and everything. And so they were just like, he was like golden, and he could hear us talking, because I was like, I don't know, we were like, I don't know, is it safe? I don't know, is he kidnapping us? My husband and I were like joking. I go, I can go faster than him. I can go faster in my scooter than him. I go, I can run him over if I have to. I'll just run him over, because I was legit scared. And my husband was like, you don't know what to do. And, you know, it's just like the last time that something like that happened, I got knocked over in my scooter. So, there's all these things that are going through your mind. And so then when we get to the next intersection, he did the same, just put his hand up, and like whistled at the cop that was there, and the cops had like vest on, the heavy like bulletproof vest, or with all the little gears on it, and they look pretty rugged and stuff, and they were like, oh, okay, they would call him his name, and then the traffic would stop, got quiet, and we would go on. So after like on the third intersection, my husband looked at me, he goes, okay, just, that's fine, he can come along for the ride, we'll come along for the ride. So we did that, and that was so the only thing is, though, is they get, I don't know what, kickbacks, or they get bonuses or whatever if they take you to certain vendor stores. So we already knew that because we had experienced that before in other ports through the years. But he did ask, what did we want to do? So we knew that rain was coming. I said, look, it's going to rain. I don't want to be in my scooter. Try not to be in my scooter when it's raining, because you don't know. When we were in Hawaii, it poured down rain in Hilo, I think. And the scooter did fine, but I also had, we pulled over a couple of times, and you just don't want to be there. There was a difference of being broken down on the scooter in Hawaii versus being in a foreign country, So I was just really nervous about it. So I told him, we want to go to Umbrella Street. We want to go to Pink Street. He wants to buy cigars, and I want to buy some Larimar. And he says, okay, I have the perfect shops for you. So we went to, just before we got to Pink Street, no, when we went to the Umbrella Street, my husband went over, he goes, oh, that's the shop. And he goes, no, I'll take you to good stuff. And he goes, no, my husband goes, no, I was so proud of him. He goes, no, I want to go here. So he went in there to get what he was doing. And then, that's when the guy took a picture of me over by the umbrellas, and we did that. But we would have stayed longer on that street had we not expect rain, and had he not been with us. We just felt like hurried for the two things, So I didn't get very many pictures, but my husband, he did. So that kind of will supplement, the fact that I didn't take any. So then we went on from there to Pink Street. My husband wasn't interested in Pink Street because there's really nothing there but Pink Street. There's more, it's a story of why it's called Pink Street. And then after that, after we visited that, took a picture, then we went on to the cigar shop, which he took us to a factory. The factory, which was really nice. So like, okay, so all of us luxury women, or if you go to Coach, or you go to somewhere, and or if you've just been to a jewelry store, or you've been on a cruise, and they go in there and they offer you, they offer you some champagne, they offer you some wine, they offer you a bottle of water, whatever, Well, they did that with the men. And you go in there, it smelled like, it smelled like cigars, but good. Like the aroma was good. It wasn't like nasty old cigars. It smelled good. And you could see them rolling the cigars and doing the whole thing that, they had them. And I took footage, but the vlog camera that I was using kept overheating, and so I don't know what I still have and what I don't have. But I was able to film, and I actually ended up filming the person who I filmed ended up being the brand of cigars and the type of cigars that my husband ended up getting. The only problem, so we get in there and there's like a whole cigar shop. So like if you go to a store and you see all the bags and everything on the wall and stuff, all of these are just rows and rows and rows of cigars. And my husband's like, oh my gosh. So they asked him, what he smoked, like what type he smoked, and my husband told him what he likes. So he says, I think you might like this one. So he gave him a cigar to sample. And my husband was like, okay, well, how much is it? He goes, no, this is for you to try. Go ahead and sit down on here. It was really rustic, but it was very clean, not fancy chairs or anything, but there was chairs for you to sit. There was a place for me to park my scooter. They welcomed me in with my scooter. That area was a lot of more of the shops were handicap friendly, and they said, welcome, bring in your scooter, come on in, park your scooter, you can walk around or whatever. So even though you had layers of whatever it is, the tobacco laying out to dry or whatever, it was very clean and you could get through the area, everything. So the only problem was that when he got to the point where they were talking about price, our assumption, because everywhere that we have been, you can buy per cigar. So he tells my husband the price, and you can only buy by the bundle, by the case or whatever, My husband's like, I said, I'll pay for it. This will be part of your birthday. No, you really gave me a birthday money. I said, no, I'll pay for it. We'll do it. Don't worry about it. Get what you like or whatever. So after he ends up doing it, and the guy comes down, and we paid cash, partly cash or all cash instead of credit card and all that kind of stuff. Then he kept lowering. He lowered the price for us, and so I think he said it was less than $10, which cigar, which is supposed to be good. I don't know. I don't care that he smokes, but the whole thing behind it, worries me. But I put that in the back of my mind, and he likes that, and he leaves me alone about my handbag. So I'm like, okay, okay. So then it was time for the Larimar shop, the Larimar jewelry, which is what y'all have been complimenting me on. And I was able to complete my my set. Where is it? Oh, okay. I forgot I put it on my bag. Okay. Because y'all know, some of y'all may know that I repel jewelry. I lose jewelry because I have to, when my hand swells. I'm trying to show y'all what I'm taking it off of. This is my house bag. This is the bag that I use around my house. Ever since I've got it, it has a nice structured bottom so it doesn't fall out when I take things out. It's been fabulous bag. But this is a little jewelry box, and ever since I've hooked it on here, I haven't lost my jewelry. Knock on wood. But I was trying to take it off to show y'all. Okay, here it is. So you unzip it, and here's the jewelry. So do I have earrings? Okay, so what I already had was my earrings, which I say I haven't lost my jewelry. I'm going, I don't know where my earrings are. Oh, here they are. They're here. I just dropped them, y'all. You know why? It's because I took them off in a hurry and I didn't put them where I was supposed to put them. Hold on. I'm moving, y'all. Are y'all moving? All right, I'm going to put one in. So here they are. This is the turtle. Where's the camera? That's the turtle. And the blue, that's the Larimar. And if you know anything about Larimar, put it in the chats. But I think, because I can't remember, and I do have a card, but it's not here because, it's not here. It's in the other room. But I want to say that it's produced, made, created. It's a natural stone, but it's sourced in Dominican Republic. I want to say. I could be wrong, y'all. Don't, take it at face value. Y'all, I'm sorry. Do y'all remember the lies, how crazy they are? Where is my earring? Oh no, my husband is going to. Hold on, I'll be right back. Did I flash you in my butt? I'm not editing it, so enjoy it. Enjoy it. Okay, let's see. All right, so here's the other one. I found it. So I had the earrings, and the earrings I got when we were on the Hawaii cruise for our 20th or our 25th. It was our 25th anniversary, yes, because I was going through a certificate program with our church at our 20th anniversary. So this was 25 years. Yes. So these were our 25th anniversary. I got those. I purchased also on that cruise, but not on the ship. I think these came from the ship, but in one of the ports, I purchased a beautiful, beautiful bracelet. It was all these little turtles all down. Thank you, Sarah. She said they were pretty. Thank you. So it was all around, and because I can't clasp with my fingers, I use the magnets to hook on the hook so I can just put it on with the magnets. And I usually don't have problems with it, but I have lost and found, thank goodness, all of them except for this one. We had a flat tire. We had gone to eat with the family. Everybody had left. We had a flat tire, and I went into the restaurant to tell them that we were going to leave the car there, and I don't know who we were calling, but somewhere between the manager stands, they were getting ready to close the bathrooms, and then coming back out, I lost the bracelet, and I never found it. I lost two, that bracelet and my 30th anniversary pearl bracelet. I found the pearl bracelet like 6 months later, but I could not find that one. So I wanted to replace that one, and see, and it's just, pretty easy for me to get on, and I've worn it like a lot, and it's just really super, super easy. And there's supposed to be everything that I bought for the suite, because that's what they call the suite, is 925, except for the ring. I don't think the ring is 925. He told me it was, but I don't think so. So that's the bracelet, and that was a recent purchase. I can't tell you where I bought it. I can visualize it in my head. Yeah. Maybe, oh, in Puerto Plata. Yeah, I think it was in Puerto Plata, because yes, that's where it was, in the Dominican Republic. I bought it there. Yeah. So I bought that, and I bought the ring. And this is the ring that I say I don't know if this one just doesn't feel like 925, and they're supposed to be stamped 925, but I didn't see anything. And did I check more in the stores? No, but because it was a good enough price, and I was like, okay, I'm trusting that way. Everybody's got to make a buck, right? Thank you, Marilla. Thank you. She says it's beautiful. So there is so I got that and this, and well, yeah, I got both. No, I got this and a pendant, which is in the other room, of a turtle. Y'all. No. So I got this pendant. Yes. This pendant there of the turtle. And I said, I just need the pendant. I don't need the necklace. I have plenty at home, the necklace. So he got that, and I bought the bracelet. Really good deals. This I got in, I think, Cozumel. So, but this is supposed to be 925. Very, very beautiful. Then, y'all, let me tell you, this is how you know you shop too much. Shopping for me, oh, that was the other thing, Ivana, if you watch this on the replay, or anybody who's the shopping on Carnival, I'm sorry, the shopping on this Norwegian cruise ship that we were on, I think it's the Viva, I'm not 100% sure, maybe. I don't know, I get them all mixed up. The shopping was not, they had different things on different floors. I think I already told you the shops were very small. They didn't have much inventory. We kind of went over that. So I went over there, and there was one nice little girl, or I shouldn't say little girl, young lady. She was probably in her 30s. That's how young she was. And she was asking me, because I guess I must have had a perplexed look on my face, and she said, she goes, "Are you okay? Is I can help you?" I said, "No." I said, "It's okay." And she said, "Have you ever cruised before?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "We cruised on Carnival." And she goes, "Oh." And I said, "Why?" She goes, "You're used to a big shop." I said, "Yes." I said, they have plenty. You don't have, I said, "Y'all don't have anything here. It's almost like you don't have anything to buy." And she said, "Yeah." And so I was actually getting ready to leave, and then I caught my eye, and they had the Larimar on sale. And so so I bought this necklace. I liked it because it does this. It's adjustable. So it came with that. So I changed the pendants because I didn't like the pendant that she had. It was a turtle one, and I thought, "Oh, I can complete my set." Because I forgot I had already bought it probably that day. Maria Loves Luxury, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for being here. She's another wonderful content creator, a friend of mine. Welcome in. I'm talking cruise. I've been on apparently here for, oh my goodness. Well, we're not going to look at the time. There's still a couple of y'all watching, so I will sit here. I can talk cruise all day long. And I'm not even telling you everything. So, so I still have another pendant, but it's really, what happened is that it's oxidized, and it didn't get clean before they gave it to me. And they, so, but it's very pretty, very substantial. So I just changed them out, and I'm either going to try to turn it into a brooch, or we're going to see if we want to give it as a gift to somebody, family member, who will wear it. Or what my husband says, just save it, because then in a year or so, you're going to lose that one. I said, bite your tongue. So it's Larimar, Larimar. There's also another name that it goes by, but it escapes me right now. This is why I want to do a video, so y'all can get real information. But it probably won't happen. It'll probably happen next year. Who knows? So I got that throughout different areas. So it was like 1, 2. I got a different pair of earrings that were just round. 3, that was those in Cozumel. Got this in Cozumel. So I like the fact that they're different places that I got them, and it helps trigger memories. Y'all know how I am being sentimental about memories. I usually have written down somewhere where I bought stuff because I can't remember. And then on the ship, I bought this ring. It is costume jewelry. I was so desperate that I was like, I needed to buy something. I was having a shopping fit. I needed a shopping fix. And so I told him, I said, "Okay, let me see." I was desperate. And they went down like from $65 to, he gave it to me for $25. I'm like, really? Because I was like, no, that's too much. No, it's okay. And then he goes, "Just for you, I'll give it to you for $25. I'm like, seriously, you went from $65 to $25. Really? Really? It's like, okay. So I bought it. I said, okay, sold. I bought it. Then, oh, here it is, y'all. Here is the other pendant. Does this one? See, this one hangs from the top like that. And then this one, which I got on the ship, hangs from the little thingy there. So they're two different, but see how the color, it doesn't even match. It didn't even match the chain, and it's oxidized, and well, I don't know. It looks like it oxidized, but there's also that technique where they put the ink in it and make it a little bit darker, so it could be that way too. So I bought that. That came with this chain, so I changed it out. Then these are the earrings that I bought in Cozumel that I don't think are 925, because he gave them to me for like, I think it was like $20 or something. Then so when we were in Puerto Plata and when we went to the jewelry shop there, it was called Fifi's jewelry shop, I think. It was the sister to the brother of the cigar shop that we were in, family business. I love that. So once I found that out, I was like, okay, I'll buy something here. The prices, you can always get them to come down. So I did as much as I could. Bag Babes Cotier. I was still here listening and working on something. I've got to go to bed. Good night, Dee Dee and friends. Oh, thank you, Rachel. I thought you had left. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, good night. Catch up when you want. Because, yeah, I'm chitty chatty. I'm a chitty chatty channel. So, y'all who know me, love me, and are here for it. Yeah, I got some mean comments. Some guy who had some mean comment. Well, he goes, you chat too much. You talk too much. Just get on and show me the bag. And I was very nice. And, but basically I told him, dude, I'm here for the community. I'm here for the chit chat. That's what the forward button for. I said something like, YouTube has created this new feature. I'm not sure if you know about it. It's called fast forward. You're welcome to use it anytime and get to the unboxing part. And I was like, yeah, that's the sarcastic side of me came out, but I was very nice about it. Sarah says, from Revamp and Radiate, she says, I'm the same. I love to chit chat. That's why we're friends, girl. That's why we're friends. But so when we were in the Dominican Republic, Savannah says, literally fast forward and watch different video, dude. Exactly. I'm not forcing you to be here, dude. I'm not. I'm like, you know what? You're obviously not my audience. I'm obviously not your person. And it's okay. It's okay. Just don't tell me mean stuff. Just fast forward. Double time me. Move on forward to the unboxing. You won't hurt my feelings. But I was getting I also we all like to get a good deal, as Chris says. It's great to get a good deal. It's Chats with Chris. Don't forget to subscribe to his channel. I love to get a good deal. You get that on there. It's like, I was watching Nothing But Bags today, and she had a 3K live to celebrate hitting 3K. And she was talking about how she's, now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, crap, y'all. I forgot what she was saying on her channel. I don't know. I'll come back to it. Liz, I'm sorry. I have to go watch your video. All right. So, what I did like about the shop is that they had some unique pieces. Supposedly, you can only go by what they tell you, but supposedly she's the one that they provide, her factory provides the jewelry for like the Diamonds International, some of the other the bigger jewelry stores that have the items, she provides them with that, is what she told me. You know, it is what it is. You take it face value. I took it as face value. So she had some unique pieces, and I told her I wanted Lori Moore. And of course, they're always, you know, they see you come in, and you know, she goes, "Oh, well, you need gold. You already have silver. You need." I said, "Girl, I don't. My pocketbook can't afford gold. I can't afford gold." You know, I said I can barely afford silver anymore because silver is so high. So she showed me, let me see, this will probably be the thing. I also, I know I collect a lot of things. Somebody said, Dee Dee, you collect a lot of things. I do. But our anniversary is the month of love. Our anniversary is on Valentine's Day. So my birthday is in the month of love, is in February. So hearts have always been just something that's always been around me. So I got this was the first thing she showed me, which is, this is a pendant, and I said I don't want no chain, and this is Larimar, and this is amber, and it's not the highest quality of amber because they use the highest quality of amber in their gold jewelry, and I said okay, well, I don't need the fancy stuff. The fancy stuff will give me a rash anyway. Give me the cheap stuff. She just looked at me. She kind of got offended. I go, I'm cheap, okay? I'm cheap. I told her all my money goes to my scooter. So it's a heart, and so I just thought that was so unique. I've never seen that before. And then this is what it looks like in the back. And that does have a stamp on it, you know. Um, so when they have a stamp and stuff, thank you, Savannah. She says very pretty. Then that says 925, and it has a symbol of their store that they will have, and they have registered or whatever. Morella says, too cute. I know, right? So she showed me some other pieces with that. I've been looking for, my mother has she was born in November, and I have her somewhere. I'm so afraid that I lost it. Have her ring, and that one is gold. And it's an what's November? Citrine? But it's the old, because it's years old. I mean, it's older than I am. You know, I'm 50. How old am I today? 57. So it's, you know, it's at least that, if not older, because, you know, my dad gave it to her before I was born. And so it's you know, a higher quality. It's the stone is very different than what they get now, or what's available now, or however they process it now. So I've been having a hard time finding something that kind of schemes with it. So we were looking at it, and I told her I can't afford gold, but I don't mind mixing metals. So then that's when she has showed me the amber. So this is amber. It's not citrine, I think, is what is November's. Tell me in the chat if anybody knows. But see how it kind of like, it'll look darker back here, and on how the light hits it, you know, it brings out the darker, more of the brown. But when it hits the light, because I'm putting it close to the light, more of the light yellow comes through. The amber comes through the yellow part of it. So I thought that I could wear these when I wore that ring, and at least it's in the color family. And yellowish topaz, I'm also November. Okay, perfect. So citrine's green, is that what citrine is? Yellowish topaz. Topaz is, no, it's not. Alexa, what is the birthstone for November?
November's birthstones are citrine and topaz.
Oh, it's both.
Are known for their warm golden hues.
It's both, Marilla. So maybe that's why I have a problem. It's citrine and or topaz, yellowish brown. So yes. So that's why I'm always confused, because I like, no, my mom always said citrine, you know. So so yay, learn something new today. You actually learned something about my channel thanks to Marilla and Alexa. Oh, over there. Okay, so those were the earrings. Then to go with this, And so then I figured I could either wear these earrings with it, or I could wear these earrings with it, or I just bought these little ones I could wear with it as well too. So I have variety. You know me, maximalist. I need options. Topaz, I'm November. Topaz or citrine. We just got confirmation from Alexa. So see, that's what I think that's what the difference is because topaz and the citrine are just a little bit different. And back more when my mom was younger and back in the really olden days, not my olden days, they did more of the citrine. Now they're doing more of the topaz. So I think that's what, if everything's starting to come back now, is what the lady was telling me. Well, actually, it was the little man in Cozumel. The little man in Cozumel. Oh, where is that jewelry? See, I've already lost jewelry. I don't even know where I put it, y'all. Shoot. Okay. Don't tell my husband, as Winnie B says. He's going to be mad. Okay, so then did I show you all this bracelet? So this was the bracelet that was the next thing that we were looking at. So it has both the amber and the Larimar, and it says 925 silver. And so I thought, well, I could also wear it with this, and depending on which earrings, or what have you. And that is part of my official birthday. So all what this I'm showing you right now that was from that store was official part of my official birthday from my husband. I paid part with the money that I had for that port, and then he paid the rest because he wanted me to have the whole set at one time. Because I had told him, I said, well, I'll just get this from here, and then when I go to another port, I'll look for it and whatever. And he said, I don't think you're gonna find anything like that. I want you to have it all. And so, and then plus two. Okay, at the cigar, remember we went to the cigar shop first, okay? So they gave him he had the cigar, and then they have this in we're losing people. There's only 8 of y'all. 8 of y'all left, but y'all can hang with me. So then when they there's this drink, a local drink, gosh, I don't remember what it's called, and they put honey in it, and there's like a liquor in it, and there's like all these different herbs that are in it. They're supposed to be good for your stomach and stuff. And it's like, they say it's like medicinal with a little bit of spike. And I'm here. Hey, Sarah. Same Sarah. Well, thank y'all very much for hanging out. Thank you very much for hanging out. So with that, I know I had a few, but it was very sweet, so I couldn't even tell that it had liquor in it. When we went to the jewelry store, my husband had stayed outside to finish the cigar that he got at the brother's house. Well, then I think it's the husband to the lady, to the sister. He goes out and notices that my husband was out there. And our guide is still with us, because our guide is with us this whole time, but he excuses himself and he goes, talks to his friends and hangs out till we're done. No rush, right? So then by that time I was like, okay, if he wants to hang out, and that's fine, that's fine. So then so they bring him in, and there is a little lounge area, which is a little bit more elevated than in the cigar shop area, because of course the lady runs it, so it's a little bit more elevated, has a little rug, has a little coffee table and everything. They sit him down, and no kidding, they said, would you like that drink, that specialty drink, or would you like a beer? And he goes, a beer in a jewelry store? He says, oh yeah. So I think that's where he had his first Dos Equis, like he was having withdrawals. And so they gave him a beer there. And he was happy because he was like, I think he probably had 2 or 3 beers while he was waiting for me to get the jewelry, to decide on the jewelry. So probably by then, so he had what he had over there, and then he had this, he had a cigar, and so he was like, no, we'll get it, we'll buy it. Here, I'll put it on my credit card. We'll worry about the bill later. So the lady was just like, oh yeah. So then the last piece she shows me, and I was like, she goes, I bet you've never seen this before. And I was like, well, let's see. Now it's, well, I'll show you and then I'll tell you my feelings about it, okay? So she already knew that I like the heart themes. So she shows me this ring, and it's Larimar. And this is how she shows it to me, right? So it's, like a double, and it has, those aren't diamonds, they're cubic zirconia, I think. Oh, the AC is coming on. If y'all can't hear me, let me know. So, hey, Monica K, she's still here. Morella's still here. Yay. It's, what is it called? Sound off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sound off. If you're still here, sound off. Let me know. And so she said that will go great with the heart pendant, And I was like, oh, that's great. So she's not letting me hold it. She's showing it to me like this, right? And I'm like, okay, but I'm like, it's a little bit loud for me. I know. I love bling, but when it comes, Apple Blonde's still here. Yeah, Apple Blonde, Old Faithfuls. I have 12 watching now. Woohoo! Thank you for those of you who are watching. I know I have some friends who watch and don't like comment or probably asleep and listening to me to help them fall asleep. So thank y'all for being here. But it's just a little bit much. And I said, I just want it plain. She goes, well, let me show you. Let me show you. So she does magic, y'all. She does this. Bam. It's reversible, interchangeable. It is now amber. I'm like, oh. Yeah. So I'm like, in my head, I'm going, sold, sold, sold. I'm going sold. I'm like, it's mine in my head. But, it is a little bit loud, but I kept going, it's a little bit loud. It's a little bit gaudy, So she's looking at me like, with my bling bling shoes. Oh no, I didn't have them on, but she's just looking at me like, okay, You love it, Monica K. Thank you. So, because you have to haggle with them, which my husband hates. But I'm like, no, okay, go sit down and drink your beer and be quiet. Let me work on the price, And so I don't know how, I honestly don't even know what we ended up paying. I just know it took all of my cash money. It took him to put some cards, and then I think we put it on 3 cards because I had like $40 on this card, $30 on that card. I had my cash because I told him, I said, no, I want to pay my part. And he goes, well, I'm going to do this. And I was like, okay, you do that, but I need to pay mine. So I came home with, from that little area, 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, but really 5, because then this goes from being amber to being da-dun, magic. It's jewelry magic. So I was like, okay, I'm done buying Larimar, and I'm done buying, the jewelry. We're done, and I'm done. Like, I have no money left. So at that point, this needed to be sized because it was too small. So they said, just 20 minutes. It'll take to 20 minutes. So he said, well, I can take you around and look at the other stuff. And I was like, okay. I said, okay, we could do that. So we go around, and that's when we take the Bezos picture, the kiss picture that he takes us. And the other good thing about it too is that he's telling us the history of the town. He's telling us the history of the people, and he's also concentrating on the people that like give him his kickbacks or give him a paycheck or whatever to going to those places or what have you. Because what it does is that it geolocates, how it all does all that kind of stuff. And then they know that he's brought somebody or whatever, or he tells them or whatever, or he has some signal with them to let them know that we're there, And so what it was is he took us, that area where we took the picture was a family who was a prominent family there in the country, and they have a clinic, a hospital clinic, a pharmacy clinic. I think that was outside the pharmacy. And so throughout, after he showed us that, he showed us all the things that this family does and sponsor and helps the people and everything like that. So, so he was telling us about that. He also told us about his story. He didn't live in the city. He lives up at the mountains, and he showed us where the mountain was. And I think I took a picture, and he was showing us from the landmarks from far away, like where his village was. And um he has a little bike that he comes down on, and he travels down on his bike. And he so when the cruise ships comes in, it takes him several hours to come down. So he comes in and everything. So he was very, very nice. I wish that, because he had a really heavy accent and it was loud with the street, I couldn't catch all the stories that he was telling us, all the things he was saying. But I find it very interesting to hear about that. So that was a very big plus for me, and I enjoyed that. We enjoyed having that experience and everything. It was twofold. Like I said, we liked it. We had there was positives about it, but then there was still like a lot that we between the rain and that we couldn't. So as we were waiting for them to size the ring, which was going to be about 20 minutes, we went to that store, and then he says, "How about the beach? Do you want to go see the beach?" He says, "There's some nice places there to eat." So we're like, okay, so I'm thinking he's going to take us to like a little hole in the wall, a little family business or something, because he's not just saying, let's go to the beach because it's a tourist area, because he's wanting you to go. That's the next part of where he shows people, right? Well, on the way there, it starts pouring rain, right? So I did get some pictures. Like, I got a picture of the ocean, and it was clean enough to where I could get it. But I don't know if I have any great pictures that show the rain. So we get there, and he takes us, and the lady comes over. There's a picture in one of my videos coming up, or already shown, where I'm with the lady with an umbrella. She like runs to us and like is covering me. So I'm thinking she's just like off the street, like worrying about this little old lady on the scooter, and is covering me. But no, they're taking us they know each other, and they're taking us to their restaurant. When we get there, it is like there's marble floor and very fancy, and because it's facing the ocean. I was like, oh shit, hun, I don't know if we have enough money to pay for this, because we only take a certain the way we do our funds is we save all year long, and we set an amount of money for the port that we have in cash, because we like to give them cash, because a lot of times the exchange rate for them, they can come out better if we pay cash, and they don't have to pay fees, because you pay fees or whatever when you deal with credit cards and stuff. So with the cash, then it comes out better for them, because the dollar is usually stronger everywhere, in other countries, and they like that. So we set an amount that he gets an amount and I get an amount, and it's not a lot amount. Like, I think we do 125 to 150, and then we do a food fund that's separate, a food drinks fund that's separate, that doesn't come out of either one of ours cash. And that means that if we want to buy souvenirs for the kids or the grandkids, that comes out of your money. If we want to buy souvenirs for ourselves or whatever, that comes out of that money. And so you get that amount per port, and I'll put them in envelopes for us and everything. So you take your envelope of the day, and it's up to you to spend, no questions asked. It's whatever you want to do, right? Well, if you don't buy a lot, then you can roll your money over. So I had rolled my money over, because we ended up not getting off of Jamaica, so we rolled that money over. And then Antigua was a bus, so we really didn't buy anything in there, so we had that money to roll over. So but it wiped me out of what I had. And then he pitched in, and everything. So after the jewelry, after the cigars, because remember I contributed to the cigars. Um, so we were over there, and I was like, there. I was afraid that we weren't going to have money, and neither one of us had. I know that my credit cards were done because I didn't have anything. I only have a small credit card. And I already was like putting 30 here and 20 there. So I knew I didn't have anything. And we put a big lump sum on his card and with the jewelry. And so I was like, I don't even know if we have enough money to eat. And I had saved, we gave the guide, I gave him $100 is what we ended up giving him, what we ended up tipping out. And he was very, well, he didn't count it in front of us. He was very gracious as to how much we gave him. So, I didn't get to see his expression, or I didn't know if I asked him, I said, is this enough? And he goes, yes, it's fine. I said, do you want to make sure? Because if not, you've been with us all day. I want to make sure that it's enough for you. And he said, he says, no, it's fine. So I'm hoping that it was enough to bless him. And I'm hoping it was enough for the whole day, because he couldn't really find anybody else, because everybody was going back to the port because it was, pouring down rain. So people were leaving the city pretty much because it was just raining. That's how bad it was raining. So so we're over there at the restaurant, and we turn around and tell him, I said, no, I said, you know what? Let's get back to the ship. I'm worried about the scooter. I was like, I'm worried about the scooter. And he's like, are you sure? Because it's raining really bad. Senora, it's raining. It's raining. I was like, no. I said, please, please take us back. I said, we'll just go sit at the jewelry store and wait, because I told you already that it had that waiting area. I said, we'll just go there. So he said, okay. So then on the way, he was getting yelled at by all of the vendors, either like his friends or just random. And I could understand them in Spanish. I understand very better in Spanish than I can speak it, And so they were getting mad at him. And he kept telling him, in Spanish, that it was me, that she wanted to go, that she wants to get back, and everything. There's like, no, she needs to get in. And he says, she won't let me. She won't let. I felt so bad for him. And my husband goes, are you getting him in trouble? I said, yeah, they're yelling at him. They're yelling at him because his ass is going around. So then he takes us they had like a little indoor flea market. He knew the person, and he goes, how about you want to stop in here? And I was like, oh, I can do some shopping, because we still had a few things that we wanted to get our grandkids and our kids and stuff, and we like to get things from the tourista type of stuff, that have the ports in it, or because some of them have some unique stuff. And I think there we ended up getting our grandson a ceramic baseball, which you could tell that it was handmade, because it wasn't like uniformed, and they had painted on their New York Yankees. And our grandson really, really liked that. So we got that for him there, and we got this doll that it looked like they created the doll, that like they hadn't made the doll. So we appreciate those kinds of things. And so we got her like just a little like handmade ceramic doll. It was like a ceramic doll, but the clothes were made, were handmade. So that was really, really cute, really neat. And so we waited there for a while. I was able to park my scooter. I was able to park my scooter, right? I parked my scooter. We walk around, and it's like a maze. It just kept going on and on. And then I told my husband, I said, you know what? Let's go back, because, I mean, I didn't think we'd get lost in the sense of being lost, because I think they would have come looking for us, or people would have told us how to get back. And everybody, you go to there's one register. So you go through all these places, and you pick up your stuff, and then you go back over there, which was the other problem, because you didn't know how much anything cost. Because they were just letting you pick up stuff. Maybe there was somebody there that would give you a price, maybe there wasn't. So that was like stressful shopping for us, because he doesn't like to ask. And by that time I was tired. I was like, I don't have any more haggle in me. I just tell me the price so I can pay you. But I didn't want to pick up something that was like $50, because I'm going, I don't even know if I have $50. And so we just turned around, went back, got a gift for our BFF, some gifts for them. And then So we went ahead and went on. So I'm getting to my scooter and I start panicking, y'all. I cannot find my keys. And my husband goes, "Did you leave it on the scooter?" I said, "Who's gonna take the damn thing? I mean, they would take the whole thing if they were gonna take it, you know." And he goes, I go, "Well, let's go back and look where we were. We didn't go that far, you know." So then everybody, like, then they hear our conversation, and our guide starts telling everybody, and so everybody's looking for keys, right? Then there's this man who's sitting there. He's an older man. He's just sitting there. Oh, he's a guide too, and he was sitting there, so he was soaking wet. And I reached into my pocket, put my hands in my pocket in my jeans because I'm wearing jeans, and I went like this. I went. And he starts laughing because he knows what I found. I pull out the keys and I show him. He goes, "Oh!" He tells me in Spanish. Tells me my husband's gonna be mad. He said, "El señor." El señor. That's all I can say in Spanish. Is gonna be mad. Mucho, mucho. You know, very angry. You know. And I was like, I go, "Yeah." So I start hollering at him, you know, and then they start hollering at each other that I found the keys. I go, "I found the keys. I found the keys." He says, "Where'd you find them? Where were they? Where did you drop them?" And I was like, "In my pocket." I got one hand in my pocket. Atlanta Moore said, "Anybody out there?" So I'm like, "Oh my gosh." My husband goes, "Let's just go. Let's just go get your jewelry. Let's just go." I lost so many things, misplaced so many things this past, like, I don't know, 6 months. Y'all, we almost didn't go on our cruise because I couldn't find our passports. I was like, I literally lost, in November, I discovered I've lost my driver's license. I could not find my driver's license, so I had to. I have my second driver's license. I had to order and I was and like I lost my rings that he gave me for our 30th anniversary, one of the rings. And I actually have lost three rings. One is in the room. I had this in this little cat jar, ceramic jar, and it fell out of literally fell out of my hands. I think it's on one of the videos even where it fell. Well, it just went flying. Well, you know, rings are small and we have an old house and there's cracks in the hardwood floors. So we can't find them anywhere. And I'm like, and they were not like cheap rings either. They weren't this kind of rings, you know. So I'm like, So those are lost here in the house. Um, Along, you know, with this our 20th anniversary wedding band, and then two rings that go on either side. So those three rings, my pearl ring is lost. So I'm like, but honestly, on the pearl ring, y'all, this is what happened. This is what I think has happened with my driver's license. So this is the good and the bad about having a big collection, is that as I'm doing videos and I'm doing what fits, or I'm changing wallets or whatever, I think I left in another wallet because you could use a metal detector. Oh, that's a good idea, Smelly. Do you know? I remember my father-in-law used to have one. Dang it, Amazon, I'm ordering one. I'm gonna order a metal detector. Dang it. Oh, yes, that's a good idea, Lori. That's a good idea. Um, so now I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? The rings, the jewelry. Oh, so I'd lost my cell phone too, because I have two cell phones now, y'all. I have my personal cell phone, and when I was doing lots of lives, when I went that whole year and I was doing interviews, or not I call them conversations, y'all call them interviews. My conversations with fellow content creators, and just, you know, my marathon unboxings or whatever. Um, I because of our Wi-Fi and all this stuff, I have this um cell phone is dedicated for YouTube only, for recording and for the lives. So I'm recording on this and I'm using my personal cell phone to, you know, try on stuff. And I was going to say that maybe it's in your bags. Yes. I think that they're lost somewhere in my bags, and my driver's license is lost in one of my bags because my phone. Well, see, and then I have my phone on silent on D&D when I'm doing videos or I'm doing a live or whatever. So he's like, "I can't even ping your phone. We can't even find your phone." So I had to go back to my videos that I was recording, which I had recorded about 3 or 4 that day. I had to go through each one. And of course, it's in the last video. And I'm like, oh, I bet it's in that bag. It's when I did the pink bag. When I did the Winnie B bag, the pink one. Where did I put it? I don't even know, y'all. You know, the Tory Burch pink bag. That it was in that one. I had tried it on in that one, and that's where the heck? I don't know. I can't find anything. So it was in there. It was in there. But I remember one time looking, because I tell you, I take my jewelry off everywhere. And I'll put it in like little pouches. Like I'll put it in a little Coach pouch, the hook, or in a pouch or something in my purse or whatever. So I remember coming across it a few months before the cruise, and I was like, oh, here are my rings, my pearl ring, my anniversary ring. I said, okay, not the ones I lost in the room, but the ones I took off because my hands got swollen, and I put in there. I said, oh, okay, I'll keep it here in a safe place. It's in such a safe place that I can't find it. My mother-in-law, y'all, gave us in December our December Christmas cards. She gives us $20 each in a card. And so she gave us December's, my husband's January birthday card, my February birthday card. Before we left, I said, I asked him if he wanted it before we left. He goes, no, let's save it for when we come back, so I'll have a little bit of money when I come back. I said, okay. He should have took it because I can't find it. I put it in such a safe place that I have no idea where it's at. It's not in the place where I normally keep it. So I don't know. So we have a manila envelope that has his birthday card and my birthday card, $20 for him and $20 for me. I can't find. I told him, I said, because I'm trying to save for something special for my birthday for myself. So I haven't even told you about the gambling. I haven't even told you about the gambling. Is there anybody here? Oh, it says 15 people. Okay. So I'll tell you what I did instead of shopping. My husband got me to gamble. So, I always scroll away money in random places. I made $5 today, y'all, because I was going to use this little pouch for dinner tonight. I was going to use this little pouch. And I put my earbuds in there, and I opened it up to put my earbuds in. I went, oh, I found $5. Tell my husband I found $5. He goes, he says, you are ridiculous. And I remember that I've used this for the baseball games, and I'll check $5 in there, either for concession stands for the grandkids or concession stand for us or whatever. And I put it in there with my earbuds. So I made $5 today. But I did put it in my other purse. This was the purse I used tonight for dinner. I know I've already used it, but I love it. And I put little extenders on it, and there we go. It's heavy, y'all. It's heavy. So here's the charm that I got from Mandy from Just One Bags. 01 was for a thank you gift, Valentine gift. That was from her. This is what I got from my Galentine's, which was Jane from James Jam. I love this little Viv-ish. And then Mandy also gave me this one. So this is what I wore tonight. Laurie, I wore Smiling Cats Couture. I wore, you know what? And Sarah B from Revamp and Radiate. I wore, you know what? I guess what theme I went with. So I wore that tonight. I've had some friends like Yota and Melissa from Simply Lady M that sent me some gifts as well too. So I'm going to hold off on my birthday video and gifts to my friends to record it till late next week, and to try to let everything get in. Because you know what? In the Bean household, in Beanbeauti world, we celebrate all month long. And so it could be all the month that you were born in. So it could be all of February. So we could start February 1 and go to February the 28th. Or if you want to do the month because you want to milk it even more, we could do February the 20th to March the 20th, and there's your month. And believe me, I've done both. I celebrate all of February and then I extend it into March. Spawning Cat Couture says, "Oh, cool, Dee Dee." I said, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am." And Sarah says, revamp says, "Yay, girl! I have a story about all the stuff. So it'll be another chit chatty video. So grab your popcorn, grab your soda, and let's go." So I still have 13 here. Do y'all want to hear about my gambling? You want to hear about my gambling? I don't like to gamble, okay? It literally makes me nervous. I literally get hives. Technically, I get hives, I do. I start itching, start scratching. I mean, I play the penny slots and they're hard to find now. Yes, gambling, yes. I find penny slots. I've played the penny slots and nickel slots, and I'm still like, y'all, okay? Our church used to do, I used to be the president of our CYO program at our church, and the president before us established this big casino night where it was pretend money, okay? It was pretend money. And that's how we raised money for our sports program. I would not even gamble there because I couldn't handle it. And it's play money. Do I have water? I didn't even get prepared. I might have to go get me some water. I used to have a whole thing of water when I did lives, but since I haven't been doing lives, I don't have anything in here. I'll see if I can rest. Go for it. I'm cleaning up brushes. We gamble in this I cannot gamble. I want something for my return. So what they spend in gambling, I spend in shopping, right? So that's why, you know, that's why like and this is how it is when we go on Carnival cruises. They have all of the shops pretty much on one floor, and they coordinate these raffles. So they randomly hand out tickets. So as you're going around, they're like giving you tickets, and they'll tell you, "Oh, we have a raffle at 7," and they coordinate. One's at 6 o'clock, one's at 7, one's at 8, and then the grand prize one is at 11 p.m. just before they close. And they'll have them every night. If you buy stuff, you get more money. If you buy more than 100, more raffle tickets, And so you go around and you build, by the end of the cruise, you build these, this shopping community, and you see the same people, and you see them out in at the pool, you see them out, in the porch, you see them out at dinner, and you're all waving to each other. When you have, when you gamble too, on Carnival, they have their little gambling group too. Not as much because there's so many people on port. Even when we went to Hawaii, it was a 14-day cruise. So many people that were gambling and they're a little bit more serious gamblers there. So it's not as, you have a few, but it's generally the people in your group, not too many random people. But they also have like these different games and stuff that they hold on Carnival. But cruise gambling is kind of a scam. I won $300. So if it's a scam, I made out on the scam. I made out on the scam. So blah, blah. And so now you distracted me. Don't muck my yuck as he says. I'm, leave me alone. Yeah, I know, right? So okay, so I didn't spend any money, but I didn't want to spend it on even on gambling. So my husband, he was gambling. There was nobody at the tables, The demographics was what the demographics was Yeah. The old people even call themselves old. I mean, I call myself old, and I'm 57, but these are like people in their 70s, like, really gray haired, gray hair people. Our vibe friends, they were actually the young and healthier ones. But they were in their 70s. There was like 72, 7. She was 72 and he was 75, which I thought, wow, you don't look what I would imagine that age would be. And she goes, oh, I have the scars to prove it and everything. But that just was not a gambling crowd on this ship. So at first, my husband really didn't. He wasn't comfortable because he doesn't like to be at the tables by himself. He wants to at least one or two people. He doesn't want a crowd. He just would like, so the pressure's not all on him. So when I had come from, I don't know where I'd come, being disappointed from trying to shop on, because it was early on the cruise, he says, I do like the roulette tables. Because you don't have to think too much. I can just do black or red, or I say I'll put the favorite numbers down. And the first time I learned how to play, he and I played on. Was it in Hawaii? No, we played with my son's mother-in-law. She helped us learn, or we all learned together, or whatever. So we played there a little bit. I played just a little bit, and then my husband and I played when we were in Hawaii a little bit. And I won. I won a little bit here and there, but I had fun playing that. So he was playing the roulette table, and there was just like there was three other people besides him. And he says, hey, come and play with us. And I was like, no, it's okay. And then they were like, yeah, come and play. So I could tell that they were a fun crowd because they were rooting each other on. And so I said, well, let me just watch. So he says, here, I'll stake you, I'll give you the money. Here's $50, you play, because he had brought money to gamble. He goes, if you lose it, you lose it, whatever. It's just, it'll be just like you're playing a video game. And I'm like, all right. But I didn't want to disappoint him, and everybody was super nice. And like, that's the camaraderie that I would have when I cruise on Carnival, that you build through the shopping stuff, because I want something for my money. I want to make sure, well, when I go there, it's my favorite ride. I get something for my money. you know, he may or may not get something for his money. So I go, and I'm like, my numbers are hitting, my color is hitting. I'm like, I'm all excited. I'm all excited. And I end up winning. I That time I had $130. Y'all do the math. $130 plus the $50 he gave me. So I made sure to give him his $50 back that he staked me, because I said, this is your $50. So as soon as I got to the $50 mark that I won, I gave him the $50 while we were still playing. Because I'm no dummy. I'm no dummy. And so I had so then I went away with 130 that night. And was it that, yeah, so that night, so where I had come from, I was being disappointed. But earlier, when we were going to dinner, they had luxury handbags, but they had a very small section, and they were kind of behind this glass and on this wall. But he had seen a Louis Vuitton bum bag. Oh, what's it called? Kim, she's probably better already. Camel Chica. I mean, not Kim, the Camel Chica. I just combined. I gotta get my charger. My iPad's gonna die. Oh, I don't even know how much charge I have on my phone. Shoot. I don't know. I can't tell. Well, if it dies, it's over, baby. It's over. Because I can't see how much I have. If I swipe it, then I'll lose y'all. It'll freeze. But Kim from You Have Too Many Channels. She has Chicana Bling, and La Vida with Kim has I think you have that bum bag, and Deline from Yoshia Lux has a Mary Kami one. So whatever it's called, I don't know what it's called. It's a Louis Vuitton one. So he saw it and he liked it, and it was a really good condition. He goes, oh, look at this and everything. I'm like, He didn't know. And, you know, their prices are higher on the cruise, and they don't know, the sellers don't know that we know like how much it's supposed to be. But I had just kind of wanted to try it on, see how much it was, and it was like a lot of money. So as I'm winning, I'm going, I'm getting excited. I'm going, I want a Louis Vuitton bag, babe. I want that Louis Vuitton bag. And he had already seen the price. He said, I'm not buying you that. And he was like, I was like, I need a Louis. So then the dealer started going, Mama needs a Louis. Mama needs a Louis. So the rest of the time that I played, and all of the dealers who liked this, or you know, when we were around, they're like, Mama needs a Louis. Mama needs a Louis. And so it was a blast. So I had, so I came home with, I'm hiding it. I shouldn't even be showing y'all. Oh, here's the $5 that I earned tonight by going through my bag. And ta-da! Here are my winnings. Here's my winnings. I came home with $300. So I'm hiding it because I want to get something special. Or will I roll it over for May's cruise? I don't know. No, I'll probably buy something before then. It depends. I have to save up. But it was a fun time. It was a fun time. Marilla says, yay. Well, I've had y'all on here, and I haven't even talked about the food. I didn't even talk to you about the steak, the snake restaurant. Which is a steak restaurant, but I was so mad, and I hadn't even had anything to drink, and I called it, I was at the snake house instead of the steak house. I told our gambler guy snake house. Mama needs a Louis. Mama needs a Louis. And it's funny because I think it was the second time or third time that I was there with my husband. He was gambling. He was there, and I went to go meet him. He goes, "Come on, you're gonna play." I said, "All right, I'll play." Right. And he was not doing very good. I would go, "Yay!" And then I would see that he lost. I go, "Oh, it's too bad for you." And then we had made friends with the dealers, and he was telling them, he's like, "You're taking all my money." He would say, "Mama needs a Louis. We got to get Mama a Louis." So at the end of it, the last night when I went to go cash in, I said, "Well, I said I needed 3 big ones. I guess I didn't explain to y'all. I needed 3,000 big ones, but 300 big ones I'll be satisfied with." And so they just thought that was funny. He goes, "Well, you got your 300, but not 3,000." Because that's how much they wanted for that bag. I said, "You crazy. You crazy." And they didn't have a finance program, like, because I bought a vintage Louis Vuitton from, I can't get it, it's over there on the Carnival, but they had you could use Uplift or one of those to finance it. You didn't have to put it on a credit card or debit card. They would just qualify you for that, but they didn't have anything like that. So I was like, womp womp, womp womp, womp womp. But it was funny. All right, y'all. Any questions? Do y'all want another unboxing, or are we gonna close it up for the day? Oh, I do want to open this because I might need it tomorrow because it's gonna rain. Whoa! I have this. This is not a bag. It's a bag, but inside is not a bag. I might or might not have posted in my community post. Thank you to everybody who's been using my links and buying off of my links. It has come in handy. It has definitely helped. I actually got a little bit of money. I got like $32 2 Fridays ago, and like 50 something dollars past Friday. But I didn't get a check this week. Wah, wah. But that's okay. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I don't make that much. I don't make that much money. And that's like after like a lot of people clicking and then buying. And then if you keep it, you know, all that stuff. But I'm just grateful because there's actually clicks. Because I had it for a year and I didn't have no clicks. Nobody looking. So at least y'all are looking. I don't look so sad. I don't look so sad. So Coach had these on sale. Let me I don't know if it's going to fit me. My husband says, just buy it. You can always send it back. So I don't want to mess it up. So it's their shawl, because I use these all the time. Y'all probably see them in my videos. I always have one on my scooter. And it's the shawl thingy. The one I have is torn, and like I've had it for years, and it's tore. I got it caught in the wheels of my scooter like 2 cruises ago, and I was still using it. You know, and my husband's like, "You need a new one, just buy it." Ooh, it is black and blue with the blue C signature C's. So let's see. It was just one size fits all, but they don't know my size. And you know, I try to look at the measurements, but so I think this is the inside and that's the outside. So let's see if it fits over my shoulders, y'all. Drum roll, please. Oh, I think so. Okay, it fits good enough to where. Oh yeah, yeah, there. Oh, nice. Okay, so if y'all are like, you know, they had it on one of them little runway model ladies that's modeling it. So, oh, I love it. This is definitely going with me tomorrow. It'll be if I need it, it'll work out good. And let me turn around and you can see the back. And this is what it looks like here. So I got it on sale for $72. I'm sorry, y'all. Now it's sold out. I did post it in my and here's the side view. Thank you. So how far does it cover? Does it cover my behind? Yeah, you can adjust it. So if I want less here, if I want my behind covered, then I pull it down. But I usually just like to wear it this way. Almost fell off the chair. So, it actually makes me look sophisticated. Then you can do one of those, and I can pretend that I'm Rachel Cheetah from Bag Babes and Courtier. It's reversible? I don't know. I don't know. Well, no. This looks like this is the outside, and this is the inside. Yeah. And it's the same, right? Or does it look? Oh, you're right. It is reversible. Black with blue. Oh, because I guess because that's how they make the material. Blue with black. Well, let's try it on. Let's see how it looks. Because did Dee Dee Bean read the instructions? No, y'all know better than that. I know nothing, Jon Snow. So let's see. Will it look good enough if it's on this side? Oh, there. So then there's the blue with the black C's. When the backing of here is blue. What do y'all think? I like it better with the black, but yeah, very cool. So it has a tag somewhere. Let's see if there's any information on the tag. It's called the Cape. It's called the Signature C Cape JMB. Jacquard, maybe? I don't know. Of course, it says the manufacturer, the suggested sell price. I bought it through the outlet, but it might have been the retail last chance thingy. It says $360 US, but I got it for $72. So you know how Coach plays those games. Maybe maybe it wasn't made for outlet. I don't know, but it's really nice. I don't know what I can't read. It's too small. 80% wool, 20% polyamide. Exclusive of decoration to the whatever, I don't know. Made in Cambodia, dry clean only. Coach New York. So it should keep me warm, and it's very, very hefty. It has some weight to it, but yet it's still kind of light. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Oh my gosh, y'all. I've been on, it says 154 minutes and 20 seconds. How many is that? Let's math. 60 and 60 is almost 2 hours because 60 plus 60 is 120. I don't know. I don't math. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's 40. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. All I know is 1/4 of this amount is what I need to put down when I buy something on my cards. Laurie's laughing at me. Oh my God. Hey, 50, 60, 200. Oh, how far do we need to get to 200 minutes? We're at 155. 155, 65, 75, 85, 95. 2.5 hours. Oh my God. And you've been here that long? No wonder the hub's taking the dogs out. Babe, is that you over there?
Yes, and you're a dumbass.
He says I'm a dumbass. Y'all want to make it to 3 hours? Because I can do some unboxing. I have 12 watching. Tell me, do y'all want to say goodnight? Or do you want me to unbox something else? Did y'all see, was there anybody in here that didn't see what I bought at Dooney? Oh, you want to see what I got at Coach, that big box? This is what I got from Dooney. The rainbow zippers. This is what they should have brought out for their 50th, to celebrate their 50th birthday, 50th anniversary, whatever it is. Unbox. Okay, we'll unbox the big Coach bag, y'all, because I am building my empire of bags. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Does anybody really know what time it is? Isn't that a song? You know, I wish I was like Dawn from Dawnless Couture and Winnie B, where they remember all of the words. I remember nothing. I remember bits and pieces. I'm always going, you know that song? It talks about this. You know that movie? It talks about this. So here's the box. Here's the box. I'm going to set it down. So any guesses by the hint that I just gave y'all? Any guesses? I bought a twin. Where is the twin? Oh no, it's here somewhere. We'll find it in a second. Here's the shape. Any guesses? Any guesses? Ta-da! Here it is. This is, y'all, patience is a virtue. So if you remember any of my my post or my video when I unboxed this twin, Varela, I'm not going to say it because those at home won't see the chats because they won't be available for like 20. Well, this one's long, so it'll take longer than 24 hours. But Varela, you're spot on. What color? What color? Do you remember what color I got? Ooh. So, guess what color? What color do you think this is? Woo! Peek. This is really nice. I don't remember if the other one had that, but it's been a while. Merlot is the one that I already bought. And this one, y'all, is the color that I really wanted, but I wasn't going to pay $314. It just felt too much. See, Clara knows from PSA Shopping Addict. She knows about waiting for a sale, but you have to be patient. And so, woo, there was a peak. So I got the Merlot, went on sale for $270. I snapped that up because I really liked it. And ta-da! I got the olive. Is it loved leather? I don't know. Is it, y'all? I think so. Yeah, because it has the burnishing up here. Yeah, I think. Excuse me. I think so. Empire 34. I can't read, Coach. I can't read, Coach. But $270, y'all. I did the reveal of the Merlot just before I left on vacation. And oh, here it is. So it's got twin. Oops. We got sisters. We got sisters. This bag holds more than you think. I loved the bag when it first came out, and then when I tried it on, it didn't fit because you know, I was heavier and it didn't fit at all. And I was so disappointed, you know. I was like, and it was way too much money. The price was way too high for it not to fit my shoulder. You know, I had plenty of hand Cadbury, and they're like, no. Beautiful color though. Love Leather is the brown color. Love Leather is the line, isn't it? The line that yeah, it's the brown one, but it's the they have other pieces in the love leather, and I think it comes in other color. The Love Leather too is the squishy one. This is not squishy, so I don't think it's the Love Leather. It's just, it just has the burnishing on here. So we're gonna take all of this off because she ain't going back. No, she's not. She's a beauty. So y'all can see. So I still, I mean, I have to do a little bit of a tug, but before it wouldn't even do that. And it is an armpit bag, but I like an armpit bag because when I'm walking with my cane, it helps me to hold it. See? It helps me to hold it. Laurie says, Smiling Cat Couture says, I love that it's completely different in color from the Merlot. Makes it look like a completely different bag, right? So this is the color that I wanted to begin with. Only because I have several pieces in Merlot. I have very little green, and I definitely don't, I don't think I have an official olive color. I don't believe. But some of y'all know my collection better than I do. Now, one of the things, because, you know, it is factory wrap, what I had to do with this one, I think I told y'all in the reveal, is that right here, because this, see how that is? I have, you on the inside, you can take the belts off and you can extend it. So I won't be able to do that right now because it was really hard for me to do it. But so that's why I decided I'm going to do another reveal with that. That's what it looks like on the inside. Let's see. What's the color? What's the lining? I want to get to the lining. There's the lining right there in there. The burnishing really makes it look cool on both bags, right? Those are a pain in the neck to remove. I know, Marilla. They are. It was really hard. So that's the lining. Can y'all see that on the inside? But like I said, I'm definitely going to do a reveal video. It won't be like anytime soon. But I definitely wanted to make sure it was okay. And when it hit, I saw it for $270, right? I was like, oh my goodness. I was like screaming and jumping for joy. I put that in my cart. I went and did a link really quick. I sent it to y'all, and I think I said something like, run, don't walk, run, don't walk. And then, oh, because I bought it through Dillard's. And then this went back on sale, and they're both permanently right now $270. So go run right now. If you want to use my link, it's in one. Go to my community to post, and you can find the links. It's not too far back, and you can use the link and see if Dillard still has them available. But I suspect they may not be available. Let's see. Oh, they don't have the. It doesn't have the. I'm surprised because this came from Dillard's, but it actually came directly from oh, it came from the Dillard's but it's, you know, it actually is completely factory wrapped in a Coach box, you know, like that they use. So I saw some people pop up. Tara's Boutique. Hi everyone. Wow, I've missed seeing my bag ladies. We miss you too. Congratulations on finding your own place. Congratulations. We all need to give a big round of applause to Tara from Tara's Boutique. If you're not aware of who she is, she has a wonderful channel. She's the Dooney Queen, and she has a huge collection. But she's culling her collection, y'all. She's selling it. So Tara, if you want to put your your, and you don't have to, but if you want to put your eBay account down, so she's got some bags there, and she's going to be adding more bags. If y'all are interested in buying anything, if you want to put it in there, you're welcome to. She also has a channel that y'all are welcome to go subscribe to. Her and I would do a lot of Dooney Bag of the Months unboxings together. We did a lot of collabs together. She was a big, huge supporter of me when I first started my channel. She reached out to me. She gave me tips. She gave me, you know, asked me to collab. She always did these. She said, I'm going to do this collection because she likes to do monthly themes, and I love to do monthly themes. And that was one of the things we had in common. She says, I noticed that you theme your stuff. You know, I theme it by season, theme it by color, theme it whatever. And I said, yeah, I said, it just makes it, that's how my brain works. And so she asked me to do some collabs with her, and always promoted my channel with her subs, her viewers. Very supportive. So she's one of the people that has shown me the way of why I like to pass it on forward, because she did that for me. So I want to do that, and she's right in line with my aesthetics and what I like to do in building community. And so that's why I do it, try to do it for everybody else. So thank you, Tara. She says, I've been busy. I will try to link it. Okay. And she said, Tara says, oh, you're so sweet, Dee Dee. Shh, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Tara, Clara from PSA Public Shopping Center telling Tara hello. We miss you, Tara. We do. We miss you a lot. But you need to, life is lifing for you. You need to get that situated, and then you're going to have lots of different content, and we're going to be right there for you. Okay. Oh, Tara, did you buy this bag? Y'all, where did I put it? Okay, here's this one. Oh, I put it on the ground right in front of me. Tara says, hi, everybody. I'm so excited to see you guys. Tara, look. Dooney finally came through. Did you get this bag, or are you even buying bags right now? Look at the zipper. They came out with this bag with the zipper. It's the rainbow zipper. I don't remember how much I paid for it. Did you see it? Are you shopping bags? Let me know. Inquiring minds want to know, or at least I want to know. But the leather is very soft. I don't even know what kind of leather it is. I saw it. It's my motto. It's my mantra. See it, like it, buy it. I saw it. I couldn't put it in the cart long enough, fast enough. They had a white one, and then they had what's the white, Tara? What's the white color called? Yes, I have one. I didn't buy it again. When did these come out? I've never seen these before. Not even on the pre-love market. I've never seen these before. Oh, you have the nylon one. Okay, I missed that one. I didn't see that one. So this is the last one. So I have that barrel bag that has bone. How could I forget bone? Yes, that's Dooney's white. So Coach's white is chalk and Dooney's is bone. But I have that barrel bag that has this. I have like 2 or 3 of them. And when I saw this, because Tara, I was so upset because Dooney didn't have their they didn't really come out with any good bags at the beginning, or any, coated canvas bags to celebrate, their celebration. So when they brought this out, I was happy about that, because at least they brought this out, I got it about 5 years ago. Yes, see? Okay, yeah. So now finally, they've listened to us, you know. But there was only 400 in this batch, and I was 343, so nobody can find them. Ivana was on earlier, and she couldn't find it on the website. I think maybe Clara did too. I'm not trying to look. I'm not sure. So yeah. So today, y'all saw my jewelry haul. I haven't even gotten to what I bought for my because I not only did I not buy take any hair products on the cruise, I didn't take any of my like skincare, like my heavy duty skincare. I was like, seriously, Dee Dee, what is wrong with you? So these are the two things today. Two things today. All right, y'all. I have to get up early. I think I've hit my wall. Oh, and the air conditioner's clicking on, so y'all won't be able to hear me anyway. It has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for spending the evening with me after I spent my birthday dinner with my family today. Had a bunch of friends who text me, message me. My family text me, message me. My brother sang me happy birthday. I've got some goodies that I want to share with y'all from my YouTube friends. I'll do a video next week. So I thank y'all so much. Morella says, happy birthday, Dee Dee. Have a great night, everyone. Yay. So I greatly appreciate it. I did want, say thank you for everybody who was praying for Chica. She was much better. I posted yesterday or this morning. She attacked my husband. She came running and jumping from the different furniture because that's how she does, and announcing that she feels better. So the only problem is that she doesn't want to eat her regular dog food. She wants chicken, and we've been giving her chicken and white rice, and I can't even think what the other thing is. Chicken. Oh, eggs. Eggs. I have eggs. Chicken, scrambled eggs, and rice. So, but now she doesn't want to go back. Tara says, have an amazing night, everyone. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Hugs and kisses. Monica K. Monica K. still in the house. Sound off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me know who's here. If you're still willing to tell me, let me know who's here before you leave so I can say goodbye to everybody. So thank you very much, Tara's Boutique. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to her channel. Sarah B from Revamp and Radiate. Don't forget to subscribe to her channel. She's telling me happy birthday. Don't forget to subscribe to Smiling Cat Couture's Laurie. Thank you so much for being here. She says, fun hanging out with you on your birthday. Thank you so much. Monica K, thank you very much for hanging out, Monica. Thank you very much for always being in our videos and our lives and supporting us. We could not do it without you. Sarah says, good night. We got soccer tomorrow. I've got volleyball tomorrow morning. I gotta be up. Oh, shoot, y'all. I haven't even switched bags. Well, I think I'm just going to stay in that one. It's not pink, but it is what it is. Apple Blonde, thank you very much, Apple Blonde. Apple Blonde does have a channel. She does some great shorts. She just does shorts, and she has an Instagram. And she says, have a fabulous birthday. Fun live tonight. Thank you so much. Tara Boutique says, bye, everybody. Forever Ebony sounding off. Looks like I'm catching the end. You are, love. You are, love. But I was talking cruise talk. I was talking, I unboxed at the beginning of the video and here at the end. You want me to show you the bags? You want me to show you the bags really quick? Ebony, Forever Ebony has a channel. Y'all please subscribe to her. She's got a great channel. This is the Dooney bag. It has this beautiful, beautiful rainbow colored zipper, beautifully done in leather. Tara said she had one in nylon from 5 years ago, so Dooney brought it back in leather. It is, I don't think, on the website anymore, but I saw it and I had to grab it. And I got this broody. Just unboxed this towards the end of the video. It is the Empire 34 in olive. Got it on sale at Dillard's. They're permanently discounted for $270. So now they're sisters. We got sisters. We got the Merlot that I got before we left on the cruise for $270, and we got this one. Patience is the virtue, y'all. But you never know with Coach. Never know. Excuse me. Yes, show us, show us. Apple Blonde. Apple Blonde says, good night, everybody. Have a great weekend. Forever Ebony says, so pretty. Love the zippers. We officially have hit 12:02, so it's tomorrow. It's no longer my birthday. Womp, womp, womp. But guess what? We celebrate all month long. We may even go. Birthday's February the 20th. We might go to March the 20th, not just the end of February. So keep a watch out on my channel, and I'm gonna bring you some goodies. Brian, my friend, Brian. Hi, my love. Thank you so much for being here. Have you been lurking all the time? He says, happy birthday. Happy birthday, girl. Thank you so much. Brian is one of my personal friends. He is a wonderful supporter of all of our channels. He's got a great Instagram. Brian, if you want to drop your Instagram in there, please do so. If anybody wants to drop their channel, I don't know if you can drop a link because I have them blocked because I don't want anybody to spam. So I don't know you can do that. But if y'all want to come back to the video, which also helps push my video out, and you are here for the live and you have a channel or you have an Instagram, you're welcome to put without a link, you can put the name of your channel and the name of your Instagram, and you're more than welcome. Tell me hello, put that, and other people can find you in there. Just remind everybody what you're here. He says, Brian says, oh, I lost you, Brian. Happy birthday, girl. He says, no, just got on. Oh, okay. We talked cruise talk. We did some unboxings, but I'll send you a picture. Sure, his Instagram is called BLS Love, but LVOE. BLS LVOE. That's Brian's Instagram. He's got a great Instagram. He's got a great collection. So y'all head over there and follow him. Subscribe here, but it's follow on Instagram. Help him get his followers up. Brian says, I'll catch the replay. All right, hun. All right. We are going to sign off. Love y'all, everybody. Miss y'all so much. Thank you so much for being part of my birthday, being here for me. And I am going to go crash. Love y'all. Bye-bye.